We've got new merch. We've got these Onward hoodies. These are my favorite type of hoodie that we've ever used, the template, the material, the style of it. I think they'll be your favorite as well. We're going to try to focus on making sure that the template is perfect so that it just feels good and that you enjoy it and that you keep it and wear it for a long time. Yeah, those are really great. I want you to check them out. They're at theovonstore.com. And thank you for your support if you choose to purchase one. Today's guest is an actor. He's a comedian. He's a writer. He was hit by a damn car. You know him from Workaholics and the Righteous Gemstones. He has his own podcast with the guys from Workaholics called This Is Important. It's always a fun time with my friend, Adam Devine.
You just shower, or is it the rain that got you a little wet?
I just showered, unfortunately.
It looks good on you.
Really?
I'm not afraid to say it. That wet look looks good on you, Theo.
You think?
Yeah, I ain't lying.
Let me see it. Pulled it up. Let me get a gander at it. Well, I don't know.
Oh, damn, son.
Yeah, I could just.
Sorry.
No, don't be. I like it. I haven't heard it in a while. I saw you stretching a little bit. Was that what I saw?
Yeah, you did. You got to stay limber for all this sitting we're doing. I'm getting at the age now where I can't sit for too long, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that sucks.
What do you mean?
Yeah, just sitting just fucking bothers me.
It bothers. Yeah. I do notice. I thought about this. Like, we're not supposed to just be sitting around. Like, imagine if, say, you went in the woods, right?
Yeah.
And you saw all the animals are having fun.
Yep.
Right?
They always are.
Yeah. Most of them are. Some of them are beating, killing. There's some.
Yeah, some of them.
There's
but
violence.
Eating is fun, though.
Yeah. Most
so
of them
they're
are having
having
a good time.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. There's violence. A lot of it's by the streams.
Mm-hmm.
And so, kind of.
That's fun.
Yeah. It's fun if you're into that.
Yeah. And I think most animals, and I'm also into water.
But but that's where things get violent, is down there.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying is,
I
think nature's a blast, right?
Yeah.
You see it, they're herding, the animals, the woodpecker comes down, he's like, he makes noise and people are like, get the fuck out of here, we want to sleep in.
But you don't think for him that's kind of fun, though? It's just like, wake up, motherfucker?
Yeah, he's obviously been using or whatever. He's one of the animals that got a hold of a bag somewhere.
Absolutely.
Who else is rolling up like that?
Just so early, just slamming their head against a wall.
Yeah, and then taking off.
Yeah.
Unless he's like Morse coding a message from the heavens or from like AC/DC or something, But I'm sure every animal, they all conjointively hate that MFer.
Conjointively, I think they are.
When they see, unless one person had to get up early for work and he's like, guys, I had to invite him.
Yeah. And we started to talk about this because of stretching.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, so stretching is, you said sitting down.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I don't know if we're supposed to be sitting down. Like, say if you went into nature and you saw a bunch of animals, they were doing stuff, scratching their backs on trees, eating berries and tickling each other or whatever. And then there's one animal off to the side who's sitting in a chair and he's vaping or working on his computer.
Yep.
You'd be like, that animal, something's not right.
He's going to have some achy hips.
Yeah.
Because humans, they weren't sitting back in the day.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, rocks, they're not comfortable.
No.
We've made all these comfy chairs, get us all sloven.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I live in Orange County, so I drove up here to do this, among some other things. But I drove up here, and it took like an hour, 40 minutes, and then I get out of my car, and my hips are like,
Yeah, my body the top starts to lean forward.
Mm-hmm.
My top half of my body will start to lean forward like that.
Yeah. Well, my body fell apart, dude. I was hit by a cement truck when I was a kid.
Were you really?
I was, dude.
And how full? Or was it? It was
already a full cement truck.
No way.
Yeah, even if it wasn't a full cement truck, because that's still fucked up. But it was a full one, dude.
Full one's really bad.
It was, I think, 32 tons, something like that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dude. It hit me. I ran over the first under the wheels, and then spit me out. I flew 500 feet, dude.
You're lying.
Truths.
Oh my God. What's the longest field goal ever kicked? That's insane. Bring that up.
Yeah. I mean, has to be more than 500. No, maybe not. How long is the 66 yards? So quick math. I think that's 1,000 feet. Quick math. No, what is that?
188.
188 feet.
Oh my God. So that's like more than double.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Bro. What did you land in?
I skidded up the street or down the street, however it goes, and I was hit in one county and I landed in another county because the street was like the dividing line between the counties.
Still count?
Yeah, still counts as a cool factoid of
And
me.
is this the style you got hit by? What'd you get hit by?
Yeah, it was a similar style. Yeah, so I got taken under those wheels.
Those Peterbilts are nice, huh?
Yeah, that's a solid truck.
And now what happened? Were you, because I have a friend who got hit by a train, right? And he's doing.
Not as funny.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He was doing great. He was listening to, I think, Alanis Morissette or something, walking with his headphones on.
Yeah.
And
he's like, isn't this ironic?
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Don't you think?
Because
it's
like the craziest thing.
Listening to my song, getting hit by a train.
The craziest thing was he'd been listening also to Train earlier.
See, that would actually be ironic. Yeah.
But I think, that joke only works if he had been listening to Train earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, we dialed that one in.
Yeah, we did a good job. But yeah, you believe that they're noise canceling, and then you're like, no, they're not that noise canceling. He couldn't hear a train coming.
That's
wild. But it's effective, is all I'm saying. Those headphones are effective.
Yeah.
So you're walking. Where are you when this happens?
It was Omaha, Nebraska, and we were going across the street to get candy or whatever. And I mean, true facts were we were going to, like, we would steal pages out of Playboy or Penthouse magazines, and we were like 12, 11. And so that was our move. We would go there, we'd rip out. I don't know why we didn't just steal the magazine,
because the ripping sounds loud. It sounds
it's way louder, but in little kid brain I was like, it's not as bad if we only steal a few pages.
That's fair.
Like, we're gonna get in less trouble if we get caught.
Right, like I got one page.
I only got a couple pages.
Yeah.
I only got like half a tit here, Mom. What?
It's still a magazine.
It's just a magazine. You still have the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they say they buy it for the articles, Mom. So I left the articles. So we would do that. And so my one friend was across the street, or my two friends were across the street, and they say, come on. And I took that as coast is clear. Coast wasn't clear, Theo.
No.
Yeah, 3 Symmetrics are going up the hill as 2 are coming down. And I couldn't see the other side of the street. It was like the suburbs, so new houses were sprouting up all over. So 3 were coming up, 2 were coming down. He yells, come on. I'm like, take his word for it. Walked out behind the 3rd cement truck. Boom, bam, hot damn.
Did you even have a second to see it, or you was just lights out?
I don't remember it. This is all what people have told me. My friend could have thrown me in front of the cement truck for all I know, but I don't think so. Danny Hendricks did not try to murder me, I don't think. So
Danny?
Yeah.
Or Denty?
Or Denty. Yeah. So
sounds like you have to me.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know him.
Maybe. I don't think so. He's a good guy. But
is he? What does he do now?
I mean, dude, I don't know what he does right now. Danny Hendricks, there he is. Wow, great job, dude. Staffy Ninja. Helps the medical labs locate and attract exceptional talent. So that's, he's got a real job.
That's cool.
He's got a nice smile.
Yeah, he does. Very nice.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy. He's got.
Well, he didn't have to put his smile back together off of a street curb either.
Yeah, that's true. Like had to cobble myself back together. But yeah. So from that, all those injuries, I am now like my body's just all fucked up.
Well, how long were you in that? Were you in the hospital from it?
I was in for like a month and a half, but then I had like 24 surgeries within a short. Dude, my legs are all fucked up. Look at this. It looks like uncooked chicken. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Does it gross you out?
Well, it's okay. I can see it.
Okay. Look
wow.
at that, dude.
Okay.
That's the real deal right there.
That's a flat.
Yeah, that looks like some uncooked chicken meats.
Damn, homie's got a flat on there.
Yeah.
And is that wow? Can I touch that?
Yeah. touch that.
Oh my God, that's magic.
It's very really smooth, right? This is what like older ladies, this is what they want their skin not to look like, but to feel like.
Yeah.
Right? Touch it again.
That's off-road skin.
Yeah. But that's kind of smooth, right?
Yeah.
Touch that again.
Good.
I don't think you're getting,
Let me touch the underside.
Yeah,
of it.
get the underbelly of it.
Wow.
I can't feel that, Theo.
Underside tickles
Yeah.
me a little
Yeah.
touching it.
I can't feel that.
You can't really?
No.
So a lot of nerve damage. Like, was that thing just hanging on? What happened? Because that looks kind of rekindled.
both.
Like it looks like.
And then this side isn't as bad.
That one has a dip in. It looks like.
This is because this is like the actual muscle, and then it dips here.
Oh my God!
Yeah, dude.
You know what it reminds me of? That Body Wars thing that comes to all the exhibits. You know, Body World. I think it's called Body World, I believe. And it's also Body World is pretty incredible, man. It is kind of fascinating. There's one where they spliced a pregnant person.
You have to.
Okay.
Oh, you have to splice a pregnant person.
That's a new way to do a gender reveal, I think. But the exhibit is set up so that one starts at the skeletal system. It's an exhibition showcasing human bodies that have been preserved through a process called plastination and dissected to display bodily systems. It opened in Tampa.
Oh.
Which is...
I wouldn't have expected that.
Tampa, they allow a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it seems like it seems like a thing that would sprout up in like Boston. Like some Harvard people were like, yo, let's start up this thing.
Right.
You know, Tampa doesn't feel like it should.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know, but
they may have won it. Somebody won it in a lawsuit, I think, and probably had to start it in Florida, maybe based on legalities or something.
Yeah, it was a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, like someone's like, well, I'm keeping the exhibit. So that idea we had, I'm keeping that, and I'm running with it. So
the exhibit displays internal organs and organic systems, bodies staged in active poses, and fetuses in various stages of development.
It opened in 1995. Guess when I was ran over, dude? 1995.
You're lying.
Oh my God. Maybe they read about me in the paper and were like, hey, I have an idea.
Yeah. Let's take this show on the road.
Let's take it on the road,
it's a hit.
dude. Yeah, I thought I wonder if I won't shut up about getting hit by a symmetric. I hope I didn't retell that story.
It's fascinating, man. No, I don't think so at all. And here's a little bit of Real Bodies the exhibit, and you just get to see the texture. That's what this reminds me of. You have a very kind of beef jerky from the knees down,
but smooth.
No, it's nice.
Yeah, it's not a hard jerky.
Well, it just also seems you seem strong.
Thank you. Thank you for saying
Do you think your legs had to be stronger after this? Because
it was a ton of physical, like years and years and years of physical therapy. And what sucks now, dude, is I'm back in the physical therapy grind.
Because of it?
Yeah, whatever happened, like 3 years ago, I was shooting this show in Germany, and I was wiggling around, and I kicked my leg up, and I was like, ping, and something pinged down here in my groin. I was like, I got my balls popping out, you have a hernia, and my insides are oozing out, not oozing out. They weren't. So then it was just something got tweaked, and then it was just bing, 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 and the muscles all got fucked up. And I had 2 surgeries. I was like, it's my hips. So I got hip surgeries on each side. It wasn't the hips.
No.
So it's been 3 years of trying to cobble my body back together. And I was so fucked up, and I was so tight and tense, and I was getting these spasms. I went to the doctor. The doctor, 1 month before my son was born, was like, you're dying. Swear to God, Theo. He goes, you have stiff person syndrome, which is a real disease. It sounds like a boner joke, but it is not. And he's like, you got stiff person syndrome.
No.
And that essentially the average lifespan of someone with stiff person syndrome is 5 or 6 years.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm dying. So for a solid couple months, I was like, my son is just born. Oh. I'm going to die.
And what are you feeling like? Are you feeling like a gingerbread cookie kind of style? Or how stiff are you at that point?
I'm a lot better now. I was so stiff. I couldn't I would move and everything would go crack, 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 crack. And it hurts to just move at all. And I would have these crazy spasms, and they would happen in my stomach sometimes, and it looks like I'm pregnant, like a little fucking arm is pushing out. It was wild.
Bring some of that up. Stiff person syndrome. This is a real
it's a real Celine Dion has it.
Oh.
So then I go through all this testing. And then they were like, we don't think you have this. We think this is from your accident. And I'm like, okay, thank God I don't have this. And then I go through another 6 months. I'm on the set of The Righteous Gemstones. I'm not getting any better. In fact, I'm getting worse. And I tell Danny, I'm like, dude, I have to dip. I have to go see the stiff person syndrome guy. And it was so scary because he's the guy that's going to tell me if I actually have it or not.
Oh, really?
And I'm there. It's after hours. And they saw me special, and I just hear his little click, clack of his old man doctor shoes. And he comes and he has those eyebrows that are like wizard-like.
Yeah, like the eyebrows that like a bird will land on one.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have eyebrows like that, you're like, you have wisdom, right?
Yeah, definitely. People who trim their eyebrows are obviously dumb as fuck.
You're not. Yeah, dude. You got to let those things sprout. If you're lucky enough to have some wiry brows. And so he comes, and luckily he tells me I do not have it. So thank God. But it was like a wild ride where I'm like, I think I'm dying. And now I'm like, it's from my accident. It sucks, but hopefully I can get better.
So some of the mental fear is gone away because you got the verdict.
And then I think from that, some of the physical has gotten a little better because the mental, because I'm not just like, because I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping like 3 hours a night. I was just going online, sitting on the toilet and watching TikTok videos of like people with like that are like, I'm living with stiff person syndrome and I'm living an okay life. And you're like, oh, this is...
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's like, I'm doing good.
Yeah,
and you're like,
somebody set me on a counter so I can look at the children or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. You're like Elf on a Shelf, dude.
That's exactly what it was. And I'm like, God, I feel so bad for these people. And also, in turn, I'm like, this is going to be me, dude. I'm going to like, my wife is just going to have to like wheel me into the living room as I watch my like little son walk for his first steps. I think it's going to go like that. But luckily it's not. So that's been since I saw you last, dude.
That's what you've been doing.
That's what I've been doing.
And that's so stressful, I can imagine, man. Yeah. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, dude.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable. And where you started, like...
So that's why I was stretching. That's why.
You can get dysplasia, too. That's one of the things that...
So dogs get a lot.
Well, a lot of Australian Shepherds get it. My friend Scott has an Australian Shepherd.
People say I'm an Australian Shepherd as a human.
I could see that a little bit.
Yeah.
Dysplasia refers to abnormal development of growth of cells or tissues, which can be mild, moderate, or severe, and can sometimes be a precursor to cancer.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought that was when your hips get all tight.
Yeah, let's look up hip dysplasia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hip dysplasia.
This guy's trying to upsell us.
I thought that was that'd always be like a kind of a cool name for like a '90s hip hop group.
Yeah, get out.
Hip dysplasia.
Yeah. Hip dysplasia condition where the hip joint does not develop properly.
Yeah.
Resulting in an abnormal fit between the ball and socket of the hip. The exact cause of hip dysplasia is unknown, but it may be related to genetics, position during pregnancy, and a history of hip dysplasia in a family.
Don't have that, thank God.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Now, were there things, were you having to roll out your legs and stuff? Like, tell me some,
I roll out every day.
Dude, I have to roll out.
Yeah. I carry around like the ball. The ball I really fuck with. I do acupuncture once a week. I do body work at least once a week. I do a thing called functional patterns, which is, it teaches you like how to stand properly using weights and different kind of things. And then I do regular physical therapy. And that's about it right now. But like, and then I do chiropractor that hooks me up with like this machine that zaps you, like a TENS unit, like a stem pads.
Yeah.
But like, this is supposedly like the hot shit machine that zaps you even more. I don't know even what it does, but I'm like doing everything. So like right now when I'm not currently working on a project, it's like 5 days a week, all week,
physical therapy,
every week,
stuff.
physical therapy type stuff. Wow. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
So that's like having another child. It's almost like having another child. It's like having to take care of yourself like that is really extensive.
It's so annoying. And then like I might do this movie and it shoots in South Africa.
Yeah.
And I'm like running around and it's like an action sort of movie. And I'm like, oh, am I going to fuck myself up again? So now I'm like looking at projects with a little side eye going like, can I handle this shit?
Yeah. What about a calm project?
Yeah. I need a nice chill, like, but
Peeping Tom type of thing.
Oh, if I could get a peeping Tom gig, dude, that's where I'd really shine.
Hit him on the ladder.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm just perched up in a tree, but I have like a nice chair, like a deer stand, you know, and but it's just me, just like oogling someone. That'd be a good gig, dude.
Yeah.
Get Sydney Sweeney or someone in it. I don't know.
Or your wife.
Yeah.
But look, it's just acting.
Yeah, it's just acting,
it's just acting, babe. Oh yeah, if you got January Johns in there, you got who else can you?
A lot of people, dude. Rear Window. That's
in Hitchcock, wasn't it? Rear Window.
I think so. Yeah, that's
Rear Window. I think was about butt stuff, wasn't it? That was an early
anal film. One of the first anal films.
I think it was about proctology. It was like a proctologist.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't know.
A proctologist can't get his act together.
Yeah.
Man, that's so wild. Thanks for sharing that, dude.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, how long did it affect you? Like, say after the accident happened, how long was it like? Was it like a daily thing that affected you? Probably.
Oh, for sure. I couldn't walk for about 2 years, but then 8th grade, your homie played football. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, it was so bad, dude. But they were like, yeah, he could play. And then it was just, they made me an offensive lineman. Dude.
Well, I guess if you can't move.
I can't move. It was just like, but I was pretty strong from all the physical therapy.
You said go around on it?
Yeah. Don't hit me. Yeah, just play it. But my mom was like so worried about me, right? So she put shin guards on me and arm guards on me. So I was hitting people like, bah, bah.
Yeah, you're like a soccer player.
Yeah, dude. My dad was like, take your elbow and jam it underneath their chin. So it's just me going like, dink, and they're like, oh. And I was like, kind of decent. Like it worked.
Yeah,
dude. It worked.
You were the only guy out there
who was just fucking high-eyeing.
Yeah. What? That's crazy, dude. And the devilishness of your father
dude, my dad's a dirty dog, man.
Guide you like that.
Yeah. My dad, like, I don't know how your parents were, but my dad, I remember as a kid, I was getting bullied, a little bit.
I'm sure, dude.
Yeah, but before the accident.
Before?
Yeah, it was, I don't know. It was just like, there was a bully, right? And my dad was like, dude, does he picks on you? Is he a lot bigger than you? And I'm like, he's way bigger than me. He was held back a grade. So this guy was like a fucking monster, dude.
Insane.
And it was in like
and
4th
dumb.
grade.
He's held back.
Yeah, he's held back. Yeah. He's a big dummy.
Just let the dumb go with their friends.
Let him go.
That's a scary part when you're like, hey, this kid's
hold him back,
dumb.
And now he's mad.
Now he's angry.
Because everyone knows he's stupid.
Yeah, he's angry and dumb.
Yeah. So now he's in my grade. And he...
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
That's it. Yeah. I smell the blood of... dumb. And then he is like picking on me, and my dad was like, hit him as hard as you can in the face and then run away. He's like, try to knock him the fuck out. And then he's bigger than you. And I'm like, He's like, then get out of there.
Right.
So the next day, I was like, he was picking on me, and I just was like, blah! And I punched him right in the nose. Did not knock him out. But he didn't attack. He cried. Like a bitch.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And then I think I became his bully, which in turn, I've told this story on my podcast. This is important. And I told that story, and then I found through the grapevine that he thinks that I was his bully. He doesn't remember bullying me. He only remembers me bullying him afterwards. Because afterwards, I just took my dad's advice.
Right.
So he was like, talking shit in class, I just got out a book and hit him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like he was talking shit at the top of the stairs. I fucking kicked him. And he fell down the stairs, dislocated his shoulder. Yeah, dude. So I think I was like fucking really violent.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't remember things correctly.
Yeah.
It sounds like you were
it does.
A violent guy.
It does. But I thought in my head, he's the aggressor. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a little piece of shit, but I thought I was in the right. But I was like, I'm smaller, so I have to be more violent, or else I'm gonna be the one getting my ass kicked. So
we had a kid at after school care. We went to a religious after school care because they would donate it to you if you prayed a lot or something. So my mom would get a couple prayers in, and then you got free care for the kids or whatever.
Good deal.
Oh yeah, so she was hitting the urinal or something. No, it's not a urinal. What is it? Where you pray?
Confessional.
Confessional, right?
Yeah.
So
way different than a urinal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
God, I hope this. God, please make this piss come out right. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay, dude. But yeah, so yeah, she would like make a bunch of deposits in the confessional or whatever, and then they gave you free childcare for the after school, right? And we had this one kid named Jeep was his name. He was named after a vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So they named him Jeep. And I was like, well, that's not how it works, but
it.
My buddy Scott's daddy was like, you know what? If he's being mean, you go up on that upper deck and hum a piece of concrete off at him.
And did you do that?
I don't remember if we did it or not, but I just remember that advice being like, that is
aggressive advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeep was problematic and he would body slam other kids and stuff.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. Yeah. So,
but everybody had a bully, man. But you talked about it on a new podcast. You have a new podcast. Wait, I know this with the guys from Workaholics. You guys started a new podcast.
That's right. It's not new. We've been doing it a while now, but
did you re-pick it up or something?
Yeah, we don't promote it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've just been doing it in silence.
Right.
Yeah, no one knows about it. It's called This Is Important, but it's me and the Workaholics guys. It's super fun.
Yeah,
it's fun, dude.
And what a way to keep that thing alive. What a way to keep an experience alive.
Yeah, it's just a fun way to get together. It was during the pandemic, actually, we started it, and we were like, dude, we never see each other anymore. We're bored. Let's just crank this bitch out.
Bring up a photo of the gang right there with the pod.
Yeah, This Is Important. We're actually pitching a new show together.
Really?
Yeah, so the boys might be back.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yeah, we're
what a great group you got with too.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's rare that you have a show, right? Like Workaholics, which was such a hit. And then you now get to have an experience where you guys are still kind of together, even podcasting, right? Mm-hmm. And with Gemstones ending, what's it like when something like big like that ends? Like, what's it like when a project that you've done for a few years ends? Like, I know even just doing a small movie that it was like the last day, it felt like the last day of school. And it was like, and we were kind of close, but it only been, maybe 30 days. But this is years of your life. What's that?
Dude, it's way different. Like a movie, doing movies is so fun, right? Like it's a lot of work, like way more work than people think. They think it's all glitz and glamour. It kind of sucks.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It really is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a living, you're up and you're down and you're up and you're down. You're almost like a zombie that has to do some stuff.
I love it though. I love like putting all the little pieces together and you feel like you're the quarterback of a football team and the whole crew's working together and everybody's working for one common goal. But then when it's wraps, a movie, you really only spent like 2 months together or however long. And so it's like saying goodbye, and it's it's difficult because you made friends with some of these people. But then on a TV show, it's years and years of your life.
Yeah.
And you really form like real friendships with some of these people. So I like that better in the way that you're like some of these crew people I'm going to know for the rest of my life. And then it's just nice to build a relationship. So that's what I love about TV. And I'm like, I'm trying to pitch another show with the Workaholics guys and working on a few other projects that I hope I can get off the ground TV wise, because it's nice just to have something that you can come back to every year and grow with the characters and, have it morph over time. Like Gemstones ending, like that show was a wild ride, dude. It got us through the pandemic, through 2 strikes, through all these ups and downs, all this turmoil. It was nice to come back and have this be, kind of home base. Wow. And I know you just recorded with Danny a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, isn't he the best, dude?
He's so great. I was a little bit nervous. I wish I had just talked about more regular stuff. We talked about like some family stuff. It was great. Yeah. It was great. You just always kind of have your druthers,
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I had no clue what he was going to be like. There's not a ton of stuff out there about him.
Well, he likes to be mysterious, And
it's good. He does a great job of it. And he was talking about how, like, by not having social media and all that kind of stuff, it just keeps him, it lets him have his brain space for himself. He's like, you have to have time to be kind of just where your brain's not doing anything,
And he's so good about, like, doing what he does and not feel, I think it's so easy just to be like, I have to be everywhere. I have to be doing, and I feel this way sometimes. I'm like, why don't I have a Snapchat presence? I'm like, fucking Snap. Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm not like a 14-year-old TikTok girl. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
you would
need
be
to
a pedophile
everywhere.
if you had one.
Yeah, I don't need to be a pedophile.
It's like-
I just want to. Everyone's doing it. Theo.
It is Hollywood, dude.
It's Hollywood, man. Yeah. So he's just the coolest boss, man. It was so fun. Yeah. You know, you meet him and you're like, I was the same way. You're a little on your heels. You're a little intimidated, right? Because he's such a presence. And I remember the first time I met him, it was at an after party for like This Is the End or something. And we were doing a movie that Seth Rogen produced, Game Over Man, which I did with the Workaholics guys. And so we were there at the after party, and I was trying to smoke with Seth, like go toe to toe with him. And I smoke weed. I'm good at smoking weed, I would say. Not as good as Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
know?
he looks
elite,
like he's part of a joint.
Yes, he looks human joint.
Yeah.
And so I'm like in a fucking daze, fully crossfaded. And also he doesn't drink, but I do. So I'm like just guzzling vodka while still trying to keep up with him. And through this
and
cloud
you have
of
stiff person syndrome. So you're fucking
this is pre-stiff person.
Okay.
This is pre my stiff. But out through this cloud emerges Danny McBride. And he's on like my Mount Rushmore, you know, a favorite comedian.
And just seeing him walk up, he just has this, everything that he says is his character. So it's like, it's just him.
Yeah. And I was like on my heels. And so I go, "You're Danny McBride." And he's like, "Dude, yeah, I know." And he's like, "Hey, man, nice to meet you." And then I looked at him and I said, "You're a bright shooting star." What? Like, what the fuck, dude?
You're a bright shooting star.
I told him you're a bright shooting star, which I think is like a
Native American type of thing.
It might be a Native American, but it's also like, I think from Boogie Nights or something. And so I said, "You're a bright shooting star." And he's like, "Yeah, okay, man." And I grabbed my girlfriend at the time and I was like, "We have to leave." And she was like, "I'm having a good time. Why are we leaving?" I'm like, "I just called Danny McBride a bright shooting star."
Yeah. And
she was like, "You're right. Let's get out of here." She's like, "Yeah, fucking, you're out of your mind, dude. Let's get out of here." But when he cast me on the show, he did not remember that. I think he also was pretty crossfaded as well, so he didn't remember that.
He might have been cooking with Seth. Huh?
Yeah, he might have been also cooking with Seth. So,
dang, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, so thank God.
Yeah. Are you ready to win real money this March Mania tourney? Struggling to choose which teams will pull off an upset? Forget about the teams. All you need to focus on are the players' stats to win big cash prizes with DraftKings Pick 6. And when it comes to massive payouts, DraftKings dunks all over the competition. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Missouri, California, Texas, Georgia, and more. Track your picks for a shot to win huge cash prizes. It's as simple as that. Turn your March Mania knowledge into cash today. New players can get $50 in Pick 6 credits instantly with just a $5 entry. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code Theo. That's code Theo for new customers to play $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Better payouts, bigger wins. Only with Pick 6 from DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Shout out to Dave Ramsey, my friend. He invited me to a get-together at his home in a few months. I'm looking forward to that. And I was grateful when I had him on the show. Dave keeps it real. He's been there for a long time for people, reliable, no fluff, no fancy words, just straight-up truth about money. Dave's been doing it for 30 years. He's a financial expert, 8-time best-selling author, and the host of The Ramsey Show. That's a Monday through Friday show where Dave and his team take calls from real people dealing with real money situations. Some are in deep and some just need a little guidance. But all of them are looking for a way forward. They've had some wild calls. My wife maxed out her credit cards at McDonald's. I was dumped because I worked too much. And should I pay for my wife to get plastic surgery? Big questions facing Americans. But it's not about the crazy stories. The Ramsey Show helps people take control, get a plan, and change their lives. Nearly 40 million people watch The Ramsey Show on YouTube. It dominates Apple Podcasts and Amazon Music charts. So if you want to get your money right, or just hear some of the wildest financial situations people get into, The Ramsey Show has it. Check out The Ramsey Show weekdays on YouTube, podcasts, or click the link in the show notes. Yeah, he's just like, I don't know. It's tough because you want to impress him, but you also want to just learn about him. There was a lot of little stuff. And to know that he liked the directing side and the thinking about in the program, that he thinks about that more than it seems like he does probably the acting side. Not as a judgment or anything.
No, that's right.
That's the stuff that he talked about, why he even got into things. That's the stuff that he likes the most. Like, he's like, I won't really go back and watch things. I like to just be there in that moment when things are chaotic, and how do we figure it out? And I was like, wow, that's kind of fascinating.
He's a really smart guy. He went to film school first, and so he came into the business wanting to be a writer and a director. And that's what I wanted to do too. Yeah. And I remember telling my mom, I'm like, I think I want to go to film school. That way I can learn the other side and then put myself as the lead in projects. And then I could have all the creative control. And my mom, bless her heart, was just like, you're an actor. Just go be an actor. It was like dunking on me a little bit. Like, okay, dummy. Just go be the actor.
Yeah, you've already been hit by a cement truck.
Yeah. Let's not push our luck here, okay?
Yeah. Next, all you need is a lumber truck, and it's a wrap, dude.
Dude, a freaking steamroller.
Dang, dude. So Gemstones is but no, getting to see him. Well, it was funny because I went in the lobby and they were waiting in the front room, and they're like, Danny's here, and we were trying to get ready a little bit, and just been a long week, and I go in there and he's just pretending that he's sleeping in the chair, which is just so fucking like kind of something a kid would do, you know?
Dude, he's the best.
It was just so like, I've walked in there and there's been 100 guests in there, and never once has one just pretended that they're sleeping.
Dude, he'll like, when you're on, he likes to keep things light and fun, and but he's also just like he's like a little rascal. And so you'll be shooting your side of a take, right? And it's over his shoulder, and he'll just go like as you're trying to act, and you're like, what the dude. And he's like the guy that'll break the most.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's to keep things light, and also he just thinks like he's such a good, such a giver that like he wants you to know that he thinks it's funny. So
he gave me a cock light, a little light that can do cocks with it.
That's sick.
Oh, it was great.
You need that, honestly.
He had like a little wiener laser or whatever. It was like, how they have that light you can shine on somebody at somebody who's giving a conference or whatever.
Like a laser pointer.
Yeah, and you shine it on him, and then
circle his dick with it.
Social Security comes up and rescues him or whatever, so they don't get shot or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Secret Service. I don't think Social Security is right.
Sorry. Yeah, actually, Social Security, apparently, Trump's taking it out of business or whatever.
Yeah, it's nowhere to be found. So,
yeah, dude.
It's just going to be your grandma being like, what? I need this to survive. Here's a cock light instead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Social Security is going to send you a gift each month.
Yeah. Like, hey, we don't have money anymore. They took that, but here's a cock light.
Those days are over, but yeah.
I mean, maybe for some people, worth it.
What about this labia night light we're going to give you, though? Yeah. Yeah, this was it. It projects 5 different dicks, and I didn't know that. He didn't take me through all the cocks. He showed me that one.
Well, have you, I mean, I feel like this is something that you need to spend some time with. Yeah, I feel like you got to dust that one off and
I brought
it a little bit.
I brought it to Las Vegas with me this weekend, and I was even using it during some of the fights. I would low key, people didn't know it.
Oh, that's fun.
But there were some of the fights going on, and I'd flash a cock on somebody.
Which is
crazy.
I'm sure you get weird gifts like this all the time. I get weird shit constantly, like where they want you to talk about it on your podcast, or they, what I'm saying. I just got this. It was like offensive. There was this dildo company or something, like a sex toy company, and they sent me one that it's to fit over your dick so you have a bigger dick. It was called the Little More, and you strap it onto your dick so your dick is bigger. And I'm like, why was I singled out as the guy?
A little more.
Yeah, I think, is this it? Maybe. Yeah, it's you strap it on, you put it under your nuts through a little hole.
Oh, you put your nuts into it as well?
Yeah, underneath so it can stay on.
Oh, I see. So you kind of put your nuts through a hole and then it stays on top?
And then it stays on top.
So do you even need to use your
Not that I've tried it on. Not that I know everything about it.
Yeah. And is it a 41 regular? What size is it? That's the only thing I'm asking.
It's a 42 short. It's stocky, like me, just a short, stocky little. Yeah, that's exactly. It was amazing. I like a little more 5.5 inches. That's so sad, dude. If that's your little more.
Hey, look.
Hey, I guess that person would really need it. Like
That's the smart car of cocks, dude.
Totally. That's something that your wife or girlfriend gives you. I like that one's sold out.
I know, yeah.
That one's sold out. They ran out of those. They're like, that means you have to have like a 4-inch dick to then.
And you want to rock up to a 5.5. Yeah, for like your wedding or whatever.
Yeah, for a big event.
I wonder if I would like, I guess it's kind of nice because then your wiener could not even have to be erect. You can kind of be soft as long as you're able to fit the mold and just rock this thing.
Yeah, that's good if you're like, you're a little jet lagged. You're a little tired.
Oh yeah, I've been jet lagged for 20 years then.
Yeah, so and then you're like, you don't really want to give it up, but then
But still,
with these women crawling all over, oh my God, it's exhausting.
Oh, you got to smash them just to keep them off the ceiling fan,
geez, for real. I know exactly what you mean. No, dude, I'm married. I have a 1-year-old baby. My wife is like, please stop touching me. Please, for 18 more years, do not touch me. There we are. We're a beautiful family. Huh? We're a beautiful family.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that must be nice to have a beautiful family.
It is.
Is that a real picture?
That's that's our living room. Yeah.
Y'all have a boat?
Yeah, dude.
You're lying.
Got a boat, dude.
Oh my God.
That's what happens when you have stiff person syndrome. You're like, you know what? I'm basically a retiree now. Now I just stretch. I do like yoga in my backyard, and then I take boats out.
They just tie you to the front, like in that. What About Bob?
Yeah, yeah. I'm exactly like that.
Your character in congratulations too on your family.
Thanks, dude.
How soon after a wife has one child do they want to? Isn't there a strategy there that starts to come in? Like, do we have another one immediately? Do we hold off?
Yes,
because you don't want to have an only child. I don't think
we don't. We want a 2-banger, the 1-2 punch, and I think we want to try to go fairly soon. Just to pound it out.
Yeah, keep. I feel
once you're used to doing diapers, I'm like, let's keep this thing rolling.
Right.
I know how to do whip. I know how to do this quick. Like, you don't want to get out of the diaper phase and then suddenly you're like, oh fuck, I got to do this again.
You have to dust them off or whatever.
We're like, how do I even?
Yeah. What are we doing?
What are we doing here, dude?
Yeah. I guess that's true. Knock them all out. We just had Candace Owens on, and she has had 4 kids in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's on her 4th child right now.
That's a lot
per year. So it's just like,
oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, dude. At that point, you're kind of running a distillery. It seems like.
Yeah, that's too much. I feel like it finally got to the point that like my wife is allowing me to touch her a little bit,
right?
Like sometimes. So then I know if like we run it back and have another kid, then it's off the table for another year.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that sucks.
But it kind of fits. So with your Gemstones character, your Gemstones character is now fully a homosexual male, right?
That is right.
And what's that been like? What's that journey been like? How did you?
My wife doesn't love it.
Okay.
She's not super attracted to that
guy.
That guy. Yeah, it was, it kind of seemed like it was going that way. And it was really fun to play like a character that had like a secret, little secret that I didn't want to divulge. Mm-hmm. So it was nice this season. I'm out. I'm proud, and I could just like be, because I don't know about you, but I have like some gay family members, and when they finally came out, it was like they had a new lease on life. They just seemed happier. They like a new personality emerged from their cocoon. they broke out of the hetero shell, and now they can just be gay.
Yeah.
And so it was super fun to play that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you have to like channel any specialty or special gay folks, or do you call a gay that you or a gay person? Did you contact some other gay people? Did you take like a small like a weekend retreat or something? Is there any?
No, I didn't. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of gay
Like channeling.
Yeah, it was mostly just acting.
Okay.
I didn't go on any gay retreats. Not that I'm opposed to it.
No,
but
I'm just wondering. Did you? And do you have to ask like is there like a? Because like sometimes with some black stuff, if you want to use the N-word, you have to get a pass. You have to,
you would.
But
you really need a lot of cosigners on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like
and
a lot. There'd have to be like a long list. It was like all these people said I could say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was just wondering, do you have to get a gay pass from an acting guild or anything to play?
No, I think I just did it. I hope I don't get in
Okay,
trouble.
you're
Dude.
rogue,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Fuck. Now that you're kind of airing it out, I'm a little bit like, did I do them dirty? But I don't think so. I don't think so. I have some gay friends, and they were like, "It's great. It's
You're good.
fantastic."
Yeah.
Because I think I walked the line of being a little flamboyant in moments, but then not in other moments as a gay man.
Yeah, and as
should
your
and would.
character, let's bring his character up too here, just so we can get a gander at him as well.
I also have been pulling some looks the last couple of years, dude.
For sure.
My fashions are on point.
Yeah, I think it was not shocking, I don't think, to people that your character could have this going on.
Yeah.
Because there's always a surprise gay person in a lot of religious families.
Absolutely.
And look at this.
Look at that guy. Look at that sex pot.
I mean, that guy could be 7 or 41.
That's exactly how old I am.
And this guy's been fucking... This is unbelievable that this even exists. Really.
Yeah, dude. I know. It was such a fun character to play. You know where I channeled the character was a lot of wrist work. Like I just do you because when you're acting, for me, if I'm not playing like Adam DeMamp from Workaholics was pretty similar to myself, just the more manic version of myself, you know. So I didn't have to do a lot. But other characters where I'm like, he's different than me. I have to find something where I can click in physically. I found like just doing different things with my hands, I would be able to channel him in ways that that isn't me. You know?
I can totally relate to that. Like sometimes when you go to costumes for a part and you'll try on different ones and then you'll put on like a certain outfit or something that they have you in and you're like, oh, this is kind of it. And you start to feel a little bit different, or you'll like kind of like if you walk
you hold
around
yourself a little differently, you strut around a little differently.
Yeah.
For me, it was on Gemstones. They gave me these. Well, I actually requested them. You know, like certain people will wear glasses even though they don't have anything wrong with their eyes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's like a fashion thing, and so you put them on and just
Look
to
at
like.
these. I'll even do it right now.
Well, those are sunglasses. You just look cool.
Oh, you're saying
This is
just any type of glasses?
Just like a regular glasses, but
okay. So,
no sun.
Window glasses.
Regular window glasses, and they put them on.
Yeah.
Just for like a fashion sake.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. So that to me, when I put that on, I like became a different character.
Yeah.
I was like doing a little bit of a thing.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's how I morphed into Kelvin Jamstone.
Well, there's a lot of gay activity in nature as well. You know, if they
back to nature, dude.
Well,
By the stream, they're either killing each other or they're fucking.
Bring up that they just had 2 humpback whales, if you can find that, having sex, and they're both males. So this
shit.
So I'm just saying, Gemstones
Inspired them.
Is not the only people that are finding themselves.
Yeah.
Right? 2 male humpback whales are seen mating off the coast of Hawaii, of course.
Yeah. Obviously.
And, dude, I'm in Hawaii. I'll fuck anything.
Yeah.
When biologist Stephanie Stack first saw the photographs of 2 humpback whales mating in the warm waters of Hawaii, she says her mind was completely blown. When I realized that it was 2 males, it was not what I was expecting. I thought, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Says this is the first, she's a biologist at the Pacific Whale Foundation in Maui, which sounds like a something that Doge is going to bust soon. Says this is the first time humpback whale sex has been documented. She co-authored a paper about the rare sighting in the journal Marine Mammal Science.
Yeah, Elon's going to be like, so we've given $2 billion for gay whale porn?
And we only have one photo.
Yeah, one photo to prove if they had a lot of films that could make money on Pornhub, then we'd keep it going. But we got one pic.
We got one.
It's not
JPEG.
worth it.
You can't even open up an OnlyFans.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Ridiculous.
You know, there's an OnlyFans. I just saw this morning. One of the girls on Harry Potter started an OnlyFans.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know her. I don't know.
Potter's got less hair on it. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly, and these are rumors.
I don't remember the girl's name. It wasn't Hermione. It wasn't the number one stunner.
Oh,
but
Jessie Cave.
Jessie Cave.
Hermione.
Jessie Cave.
Harry Potter star Jessie Cave says she's now on OnlyFans now, and her reason why is pretty understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable. I think she said she wanted a new roof or something. Like she was gonna do some home remods.
Oh yeah,
Which, by the way, I've done some home remods. It's expensive, dude.
Oh, it's 50 racks for a roof. It's probably 30 racks for a roof, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, dude. No, I just did it. It's 80.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
80 for
80
a
for
roof?
my roof. Yeah.
How strong is it?
It's a really strong one.
Oh.
There's what do they call those, clay shells? What do they
Or
call
were
those?
that Three Little Pigs roofers? We used to have that group.
Oh, I don't know.
In our town.
We didn't get that. I wonder if I could start an OnlyFans just showing off my calves.
Oh yeah.
You know, I only got 4 toes.
Nuh-uh.
Fell off in the bathtub, homie.
After the accident?
After the accident.
My
Yeah.
dad was missing a nut or something. One of his little arms or finger.
Finger, they call it. Little
Hand arms?
Yeah, hand arms.
Dude,
yeah,
I got hit by a Trans Am when I was a kid. Not to the effect of you.
With Trans Am, was that have the Firebird on it?
It was silver Trans Am. Bring it up. Silver Trans Am 19. I would say probably 85. Put up an 85 Trans Am. It had aftermarket.
Well, that's kind of sick. That's a cool car to get hit by.
It had an aftermarket hood on it.
And Joe Dirt was driving it, and that's why you were like, I've got to work with Spade.
I got slammed right
This
into
is
the Joe
sick,
Dirt.
dude. I wouldn't mind owning that car.
That bitch was tough.
Yeah, that's a sick car to get hit by.
But you have a cool old car, don't you?
No, I used to have. I mean, not even old. It was like I just didn't buy a new one. I used to have a Camaro.
Oh yeah, that's what you had.
Yeah, I had but it was like 2010. Yeah, there's my foot. There's my foot. That's my foot.
God,
Dude.
and it's darker, huh?
Yeah, I think it was just the lighting. It's pretty normal looking. I mean, normal for my legs.
It looks fast.
Yeah, it looks like those toes can grab something. Like I can reach out. Like you throw me a ball and I go.
Yeah.
just snag it out of the air. But they can't catch things. They're just regular toes. Yeah. It fell off. I've told this on my podcast, but it fell off in the bathtub when I was masturbating for one of the first times in my life.
You're lying.
7th grade, I was masturbating. I just learned that my penis did tricks, and I was playing with it, and it fell off in the bathtub, dude.
Baby girl, why?
Yeah.
And what? I don't understand. How did it? Were you taking blood flow from that area into your wiener? Like what was happening?
It was hanging on by a thread, and they said that it was either going to grow, like attach, and it was gonna be fine, or more than likely it was so charred, it was just gonna flop off.
Oh.
And it was, I mean, this is gross, but it was maybe one of the first times I ejaculated, and I'm in this bathtub, and I'm like, oh, this is gross. There's stuff in here. And now I'm in this bathtub, and then I see
the toe go
the
by.
little toe just floating in the glunk.
No.
Yeah.
And did they meet up?
They're swimming together. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Why?
Kind of a nasty
You
dude.
would think that it would be able to help it.
Yeah, all of a sudden it just like
There's enough
regrows.
DNA in
Yeah,
there?
all of a sudden it grows a toenail. And then all of a sudden it's like it turns beautiful pink, and I just reattach it. Click, click. I screamed out, and then my mom came in, And it was like, oh, what? And I'm like, my toe. And then she's trying to fish the toe out. And I'm like, get out of here. Get out. It was wild, dude. Yeah.
Did you tell well, now your mom knows what happened. Have you masturbated since then or no?
Yeah, a few times, a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I'm not afraid to admit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
think it's normal.
I like it.
I don't like it that I used to like it, and now I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I understand that, and I get that, and that's how a normal man should be. But I'm like, when I'm away, like wife and kid at home. Now, if I'm on the road doing something, I'm like, daddy's alone.
Yeah.
Some sweet treats.
Time for some hand magic.
They stopped giving lotion in hotels. A lot of hotels, they don't have the lotion nearby.
Really? They used to have a small free thing of lotion.
They used to always have the lotion. Now, the last few hotels I've been in, nice hotels, they don't have the lotion. I think too many people were jerking off.
Really?
They were like trying to cut the jerk off numbers. They're trying to knock those down.
I wonder if there's a shortage or something.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
probably Doge.
Yeah.
They're like, what do we do? We're spending all this money on lotion? Like,
no more.
We spend $4 billion on lotion? How do we subsidize lotion, dude?
Man, the mainstream media is a big machine. I believe that's conclusive. There's no more debating that. They shape stories. They hide parts. So we're never really seeing the whole picture. Before you know it, you're stuck in this echo chamber, just getting one side of the story over and over. That's how the algorithms work. That's why I like ground news. It lets you see how different news outlets cover the same story, left, right, center. You compare it all in one spot and think for yourself. For example, there's this article right here on Ground News that says, White House narrows April 2nd tariffs. Then you can go to another, all the headlines are right there, and you can see all the headlines from the different news sites all on the same page. I don't think we've had something like this where you can shop for your news and look at basically the nutrition facts of it and see, well, which site is giving me the real thing, which site has the most bias in it. You can compare the same headlines, the same articles from one site to the next, all in one spot. Expand your view of the news. Go to groundnews.com/Theo. That's GROUNDNEWS.com/THEO to get 40% off the Vantage plan and get access to the mobile app, website, and exclusive newsletters. One more time, that's groundnews.com/THEO. You have to go check this out. I've never seen anything like it, actually. I think it's kind of what we've all been wanting. You all know I like to keep things cool, even in the winter, and nothing's cooler than a Blue Cube cold plunge. I'm fortunate enough to have one at home, and let me tell you, it's like baptizing your soul, baby. Get in that little crispy bucket, baby. It gets rid of them demons we all have and makes you feel great for 7 or 8 hours afterwards. It's good. My buddy Thomas Schiffer, the genius behind Blue Cube, and I go way back, and he just launched a pre-sale for their new stand-up cold plunges. Wow. These things are the Cadillacs of cold plunge therapy. American-made, full immersion, weatherproof frames, and built like a Sherman tank. I'll say this, they are built well. And because you're listening to me, you can get a sweet discount when you mention my name. That's right. Just tell them Theo sent you, and they'll knock a good bit off the price. So if you're ready to boost your metabolism, eliminate inflation, and blast away your anxiety, give them a call. Head over to their website, bluecubebaths.com, and dive into the details. Opt in on their website or give them a call. I am grateful for the one that I have, and I feel honestly thankful to be able to have one. I know they're not in everybody's price range, and that's understandable. But at the same time, I want to support my friend and his amazing company. Is pornography causing a problem in your life? Do you find yourself watching porno for longer periods of time and having trouble stopping? Is porn affecting your relationship or dating life? Well, you're certainly not alone. Watching pornography has become so commonplace today, and oftentimes men use porn to numb the pain of loneliness, boredom, anxiety, and depression. Shame and stigma prevent men from talking about these issues and getting help for them. I want to introduce you to my friend Steve. Steve is the founder of Valor Recovery, a program to help men overcome porn abuse and sexual compulsivity. Steve is a long-term sexual recovery member and has personally overcame the emotional and spiritual despair of abusing pornography and has dedicated his life to empowering men to do the same. Steve is an amazing person, and he is a close friend of mine. I mean that. Valor Recovery helps men to develop the tools necessary to have a healthier sex life. Their coaches are in long-term recovery and will be your partner, mentor, and spiritual guide to transcend these problematic behaviors. To learn more about Valor Recovery, please visit them at www.valorrecoverycoaching.com or email them at admin@valorrecoverycoaching.com. Thank you. Dude, some of the things Doge busted were insane, though.
Yeah, it is funny.
Yeah, one of them was like $2 million to eliminate some of the alphabet from like Mozambique or whatever. It was like, what?
Isn't Doge a meme coin?
I thought it was.
So it's funny that it's also like we're going with this for the name. Like whoever owns the Doge coin is probably kind of stoked that they're getting all this free pub.
It's free publicity for sure.
Yeah.
Because they just started advertising it.
Yeah, for
all those things hit
something's
rock
on fire,
bottom,
dude.
You know what? I will say this because they need different types of because your Gemstone character, his job is he's a youth pastor.
Yeah. Well, now I think he's just he runs like a sect of the church called Prism.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very inclusive. So like if you're gay or non-binary or whatever, someone who's been othered by society,
Mm-hmm.
you now can join Prism and God's light will shine through me and I shoot the rainbow onto you. Ooh, baby.
I love that. We need that. We need, like when I was younger, there's only like a couple types of gay guys kind of. There was like, or it just seemed like there was.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need more like, you need more.
There's all different types.
Yeah.
There's all different types now. I understand what you're saying. Like when you're a kid, what you see on like movies and stuff, there's only like
a secret
like,
gay guy.
Yeah,
like,
there's a secret, like don't tell. And then like a gay guy who's so straight
like, tell,
you're like,
tell.
he's not gay. And then the most flamboyant man alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a woodpecker.
And then a woodpecker, yes.
Yeah. A guy would just come to, a guy was like,
it was just
waking people up.
Yeah, will not shut up about how gay they are.
Yeah, who keeps just talking about Jessica Simpson all the time.
I mean, if you were to pick, that would maybe the last pop star that I was going to think you're going to pull out of the crate. But
now there's like gay construction workers. There's gay like people that are archers.
Yeah, I think there always kind of was.
But now it's just more popular.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now it's known.
And now you can even in church have a gay section of church, right?
You apparently, according to the Righteous Gemstones, I don't know if other churches are doing this.
I think they should. They should allow, if there's just, or maybe they don't have to make it exclusive or include, just make it, but.
I don't even think you need a section.
Right, that's a thing.
Yeah.
But now there's more there's just more gay people everywhere now and more common. I like to see even more. Like I would love to see gay train conductor or.
That's what my dad was.
Really?
Yeah, he was a train conductor.
Uh-huh.
I think, you know what I'm sick of is you watch a movie. It's
I wonder if he hit my friend, dude.
I mean, now that you say it, it rings a bell for me. He didn't hit your friend, but he did. He has murdered people.
Really?
Yeah.
With a train?
With a train.
Unreal.
With a train. Yeah, he would say that you go. He was like, it's so gross, obviously. And my dad's so funny. He's like, yeah, I tell you what. I'm like a little kid. He's told me this story. He's like, hit a hobo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, is he alive? I'm a little kid, so I'm like, is he alive? And he's like, no. Looked underneath the train. I'm like, geez, looks like ground beef. I was like, we could grill up some burgers with this bum. And I'm like, geez, chill, dude. This is a human being.
Who wants a bum on a bun?
Yeah. Yeah. So so he's murdered.
Bum
folks.
fights. How about bum with fries, huh? like what?
That, dude.
I can't believe that.
A happy meal. a very unhappy meal.
Yeah. Where was he? And what district was he hitting people in, or what section of the country did he even?
I think this was Iowa, Nebraska zones. Yeah, so that's a good area to if you know. I feel like bums be passing out on train tracks there. That if you were to think of like a classic bums be sleeping on train tracks, that would you think of that area.
That's the realm. Yeah. Why do people? It amazes me that people get hit on train tracks. It's like that's the only place you can be 5 feet away from there.
Just don't fall asleep there. Like why there?
I don't know. I wonder if it's warm. Maybe the tracks they conduct some warmth because the trains go up and down them.
Maybe I would just also maybe 15 feet away.
Right.
And and cover yourself up. You know how there's usually rocks along the side? Just cover yourself up with the rocks.
Yeah.
Off to the side.
Right.
That seems warm. That seems warm.
I agree.
Yeah.
Look at this warm guy under these rocks, huh?
Yeah, dude. Do you think you would be a good homeless person?
Let me think for a second. I think you get the hang of it quick. I think I would commandeer an area of a park. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would find a park, stay in it for a couple of days, and see like an area where nobody really goes.
See, that's the hard part because in LA, there's people everywhere. You gotta go. And maybe some of these fires were. I mean, I don't know. I'm not pointing blame, but like it would make sense. I know if I was a homeless guy, I'd be up in them hills, man. I'd be up in them hills. I'd be covered in like coyote skins.
Yeah.
Because I've gone on some hunts.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have a little bonfire and you're just roasting coyotes and stuff for food.
Yotes,
right?
they call them.
Roasting
yotes. Yeah,
roasting some yotes. And then you maybe have your own little like barbecue stand, but only for other homeless people. And they're like, oh shit, I got to roll up in them hills, get some yotes, get a yotes burger.
Ron's slinging yotes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ron's got a fresh batch of yote on the grill.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I think I'd be doing.
So you'd be high end homeless then, because you're.
Well, I think if you're gonna be homeless, you want to be high end.
But they're gonna call the police immediately. Poor people would just be like, oh, that's gonna be me in a week. But rich people are like, get this guy.
Yeah, get this guy out of here. But you have to be so up in the hills they don't even know you're there.
Oh, I see what
you're you're killing yotes, so you're like doing a service. Like rich people don't want yotes around because they kill the dog. They kill like little dogs and stuff.
You could tell them straight up, hey, I'm gonna be back behind your house. I'll live back there. Every now and then, if you have some used Burberry or whatever, throw it back there.
I think that's how you have to do it because you don't want anyone. No one wants just someone living right behind their house. And they don't know the guy. Like you want to be like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I'm Theo. I'm going to be living directly behind your house. I'm going to be on the lookout for yotes.
Yep. I'll be calm. I'll be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fend off woodpeckers. You'll sleep.
If you got like a dirty blanket or something that you don't want anymore, toss them my way.
Bag of limes or something.
But I'm not asking for anything.
Yeah,
I'm not asking. Here. I'm just out here.
Yeah.
I'm protecting your home. Yeah. Honestly.
If you hear somebody singing Jewel once in a while, that's me.
Yes. Just singing these foolish games. And also that's a beautiful song. So they might.
Yeah, I think there is a way to live symbiotically with homeless people. Mm-hmm. I think the problem is in some districts, homeless people start to battle against each other. Yeah. Homeless territory. Can you bring up some of that?
You don't like that?
Territorial fights.
Oh yeah, there's straight wars, dude.
Well, there's a lot of that. And there was a group of homeless people that attacked a Renaissance fair one weekend.
Really?
I guess
you couldn't tell who's who. You don't know who's fighting who. You're like either he's Renaissance guy or he's homeless. I know he's covered in fur and eating a turkey leg, but. That's either a turkey leg or a yote leg. I'm not sure which one it is.
The yotes are thick, homie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you got some thick yotes in them hills.
Let's go to this Quora right there. It says the top one. It says, do homeless people ever get territorial?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Most hobos have a campsite. Tread softly. They know the area extremely well, and I've seen a couple of really
interesting alert systems.
Systems. I've heard of some being booby-trapped, but never encountered that myself.
Okay, and I like that on this forum we're bringing back the word hobo because I don't think hobo is a derogatory term. In fact, if I was homeless, you know how now you have to say there's like a new term for homeless. It's called like unhoused, I think.
Right.
I think hobo's better. Hobo's like a fun, like you think you have a stick and a knapsack. You're riding the rails. It's like a more fun term. I personally.
Who's got a tangerine for Danny?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit. Yeah. Oh God, being a hobo. My buddy rode on trains. He jumped train cars for a little while.
I think that'd be fun to do.
He said one of the problems is though, this is one of the big mistakes that hobos make. Because are hobos technically people that ride the trains? Is that who it is?
That rings a bell.
Bring up hobos. How do they travel mostly?
My dad said that part of his job was to walk up and down the trains and kick them out. And my dad was like, I'd let him sleep. Oh, that's a good man.
It's just crazy that your dad, what's up, Dennis? That your dad hit people with trains and then you got hit by something.
Yeah.
A hobo is a migrant worker in the United States. Hobos, tramps, and bums are generally regarded as related. But distinct, a hobo travels and is willing to work. A tramp travels, but avoids work if possible. A bum neither travels nor works.
Yeah. Oh. So, bums, that kind of, you don't want to be called a bum. If they call you a bum, you're like offended. I don't travel. I don't work. I don't do anything. Yeah. A hobo's like, hey, I'm getting out there. I'm mixing it up. I'm willing to work.
Yeah.
I'm willing to work. I'll travel.
Yeah, we'll travel. Yeah. But I think one of the things is a lot of them die in the train cars because they close the door and they don't realize that they can't unlock it from the inside.
Yes, and it gets super hot or super cold. Yeah. And also my dad says sometimes they're grain cars and you can climb up and then the grain is like open and you can climb in and then you sink into the grain.
No.
Yeah, so that they'll die that way too.
Took your coat off and stood in the grain.
I don't know that song. Was that something you just made up?
Crazy like that. It's just a little more Jewel.
Oh, dude. I wish I knew more Jewel. I wish I had a deeper knowledge of Jewel. You know, my house was just broken into the other day, dude.
What?
Yeah. My house was
the house we just saw the photo in with the baby and the boat in the yard?
Different house. I have a house in Hollywood. And they broke into my house in and out in under 8 minutes. Pros. Dude.
That's a long 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Bang.
Adam Devine, cops take a scary spill.
This is the second part of this story.
Okay.
So then they robbed my house and then they totally destroyed my security system. By the way, security system didn't do shit. They dismantled it like that.
Nuh-uh.
These guys are pros. They just came in, they cut some wires, it was done. And then they were gone. So I'm like, gotta redo my security system. So I pay for them to come and set up the whole thing again. And then the cops come because they didn't do it right. The alarm goes off. I'm out of town. So the cops come, they're checking the property. This poor cop falls 15 or so feet, like trying to check out my property, breaks his arm.
No.
Gun goes flying, baton goes in a bush. Yeah, dude.
Did they catch the guy?
It's a gnarly fall. No, so when the alarm goes off, there was no one there. Oh. I get a call and the cop's like, hey, do you mind if we walk through? Your door's unlocked. I'm like, oh, did I get robbed again for the second time in 2 weeks? And he's like, can I walk through your property? So I'm like, sure. He walks through. I don't get a call. And then my neighbor calls me and he's like, hey, is everything okay? He sends me a video of this. I'll show you later, of this cop absolutely eating shit.
Oh.
I felt so bad for him. Also, like, you don't want the cops to hate you. I'm like,
and did he fall off of something, off of a ledge or something?
Yeah, so how they broke into my house was where they were checking. You can climb up the side of this hill to get in my bedroom, and they like smashed a window to get in. But the cops, when they put the window back in, my contractor didn't lock my door, like a fucking bonehead, right? So
like a hobo,
like a true hobo move, dude. Yeah. That's more of a tramp move.
That is a tramp move,
That's
dude.
A tramp move.
Bum move almost.
Yeah, almost. I won't say that because that's too offensive to my contractor. But that was a tramp move, Greg.
Guy, why'd you do it?
Yeah, so
so the cop went what?
One cop went in the house, didn't find anyone lurking, and then the other cop, I guess he was being a nice dude. He was like, I got some mud on my shoes. I don't want to tramp through this guy's home. So he tries to climb back down, splat, falls 15 feet. He gets up, his arms kind of dangling like this. And the other cop is down there. He's like, are you okay? He doesn't say, when you're in a lot of pain, you don't say a word. Like a lot of,
you make a sound that doesn't have any sound.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
And so he didn't say anything. And I was like, oh, he's not feeling right.
Fuck.
Yeah. Felt bad for the poor guy.
And did the burglars steal a lot of things that were important or no?
No, it was just like
TVs and shit.
Not even. They were like in and out in 8 minutes. They stole like my wife's purses and stuff.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I didn't know how much purses were. I was a little offended that this woman has this many purses. I was like, oh, there's just a few purses. And then she told me how much purses cost. I'm like, you gotta stop buying purses, lady.
Yeah,
damn.
You're not gonna have anything to put in the purses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the point of a purse is to hold the things that are important. but evidently, the important thing is the outside. I didn't know that.
That's kind of crazy. It's kind of an anomaly for what life is like or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if anomaly is the right word, but that's unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, so it sucked. It's the second time that house has been robbed. I'm a little bummed. So
I wonder if that's just happening more now. Do you hear your neighbors and stuff talking about it or
yeah. So Blake in his neighborhood has been a lot of thieves in the midst as well. They're saying it's like gangs. Like gangs are coming in and they like know their shit. Because these guys took my internet down. They like had an internet blocker. So they pulled up, disconnected the internet.
So that way the alarms won't go off or anything.
Yeah, and so they the alarm would go off, but the like Ring cameras went down. So like I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was robbed until my gardener was like cleaning and was gardening, and he was like, Mr. Adam, I don't think there should be a hole in your window, but it was right after those big winds we had, the El Ninos,
oh,
the
God.
Santa Anas.
You've been through a lot.
And I was like, did a rock fly through the window?
Yeah, what could have happened?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, what flew through? Did a mango? Did an orange fly through this window? Was it a run-by fruitine? You know? But it wasn't. It was a criminal organization in my home. Yeah, dude.
I wonder if they're tracking people, knowing when people are out of town, if they're like, especially if they're actors and stuff, if they're working at certain times or just.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a brave move just to climb up somebody's balcony and see what's going on.
Dude, it was at 8:21 p.m. Like a time when people are out walking dogs and stuff. So, yeah, they were
Or would have been home.
Yeah, it would have been home. Yeah, just.
Cheeto Vera just had somebody pull up on him. You see that video? He's a UFC fighter, and he was working in his truck. This is pretty crazy. Professional UFC fighter Cheeto Vera was working in his truck as a man with what appears to be a knife tried approaching him.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, first of all, you see this guy working on his truck. He's got neck tattoos.
Yeah, this dude pulls a knife out right here.
Oh,
look at that knife.
Crazy. Oh, he's so lucky he didn't get shot in the back. Like just like Murder Town, USA.
It shows you too, UFC guys, that they're ready. They think defense first.
Dude, he has a shotgun just laying on his front. Like that was so easily grabbable.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I mean, you're ready.
You're ready. Those UFC guys are ready, dude. If you even fucking whisper to them wrong, you hit the wrong octave during a secret, and those guys will
ready. They just all of a sudden they just got like throwing stars, just like ting 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 ting.
Oh, they will remodel the way you breathe, dude. You have to really. You got to be careful around those guys. They're severe.
I feel like I couldn't. I mean, I own a gun. It's so tucked away. I would never get to it.
You got to put both legs down. Put like this. If you don't know if it's really a strong kickback, have your wife lean against your back like this with her arm up.
Yeah, so it's a lot to do.
Right, but you guys are prepared as a team then.
Yeah.
And you got to pop off. I think if somebody, I don't know. It's like if somebody came in your room, what would you do? Say you wake up, right? You think there's somebody in your room, Adam.
Yeah. I would like to think I'm ready to go.
Do you say something first?
Rumble.
Good evening. What do you do?
Well, I was home. My alarm kept fucking up because when they redid it, they fucked up. So it would just go off, which is terrifying. And I'm up there staying by myself, and it was like 1 a.m. I'm like trying to go to sleep, and all of a sudden the alarm goes off.
After the burglary in your house.
After the burglary, and I go, hello.
Yeah.
I like lower. I like lower. I lower my voice. I'm like, sound not like me. I sound I mean, it's so I'm like, hello. I've got a gun. And I'm like, I don't have a gun.
You sound like Peter Griffin, dude.
Yeah, I do. I've got a gun.
Hey, Lois.
Yeah, I sound like a like a guy who didn't make it on The Sopranos. Like he auditioned, but did not get cast.
I've got a gun.
I've got a gun. Oh, I'm doing a bad dice.
Hey, watch out.
Oh, I got a gun. I'll shoot ya.
The bird. You start playing that video from Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
The
You
burglars.
dirty animals.
Keep the change. They're laughing so hard in the other room. The burglars. That
Yeah, they're still stealing all my shit. Just like, this guy's good,
This
man.
guy's the best.
Yeah, I like
we
this
gotta
guy.
steal
He's
from
fun.
here more often. Will you keep a home? God, you've had a life riddled with things, man.
Yeah,
I didn't
dude.
realize that.
I'm riddled.
You've had a lot of riddling going on.
Mhm.
Will you
The
keep
Riddler.
will you keep a home in Charleston? Are you glad to be gone from Charleston?
I'm gonna miss Charleston. I wish I
You
would
are.
have bought a place there just so I had more of a reason to go back all the time. And also not a lot of crime there, so I probably would have been safe. Yeah, have you been? Have you spent any time in Charleston?
I lived in Charleston for a while.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I hitchhiked up there to chase a girl that I was in love with. That I almost had didn't have to get a cease and restraining or whatever, but it got close to just loitering late at night.
Okay. That's okay. There's a little rear window situation.
It was,
yeah.
we've all been through some things, right?
Yeah.
It was college time.
You were practicing for an upcoming role of a stalker. What? I was just. I'm an actor. I'm researching a role.
They're like, we haven't seen you in any roles.
Yes, I know I'm only 17 and I've never acted in anything, nor do I have a career.
How do you expect me to get a role?
Yeah, I've got to practice.
But that was I love it there. I mean, it's amazing. Danny McBride said that you and Tony would go and work out a lot over there. Was that a real thing?
Yeah, we were. Well, he's like a fucking true athlete. He's got like a real jawline. Mine like ebbs and flows. Yeah, look, he's all jacked. Look at that guy. He's real jacked and juicy. I'm less jacked and less juicy, but I do. What's weird is we would work out together all the time, and his body morphed into that, and I look like how I look like, like a regular guy.
Yeah, like a guy. Yeah,
Like it's just a guy you see, and you're like, I bet he eats cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I hope that guy's okay.
Yeah, with me.
I think people are like, yeah, I hope that guy's,
Like you think I look like I'm not okay?
No, I think you seem like,
Like, oh, I hope that guy's okay.
I'm trying to think of a job that I would see. Say if I saw you, mailman, son of mailman, proud son of a mailman who's trying to make his father proud. Mail boy.
I like that.
Mail boy.
And I'm not offended.
Yeah.
I'm not offended by that.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Appreciate
I think
that.
that's a fair assessment of what I look like. Yeah, I think I look like where you're like, maybe that guy works out. My neighbor hilariously saw me. She's like she's the daughter of the people that live next door to me, and was like 22, and she saw me working out in my garage. Sometimes I work out in my garage and I have my shirt off, and she stopped and she goes, "Oh, hey," and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And she goes, "Wow, I didn't know you worked out." Offended, dude. That's an offensive thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do.
Yeah, it's like if you show somebody your wiener, like a chick your wiener,
Yeah.
and like, I didn't know you'd have a wiener.
Yeah.
Like,
whoa. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's fairly obvious that I would have one of those. Yeah.
Then I need to get some different clothes,
Yeah.
I think, or some gel.
Spruce up. Yeah.
I need to spruce
grow the facial hair
or
out a little
spruce
bit.
down.
Yeah.
Dude, can you believe that mail is still a thing? Getting mail. Can you believe that right now, as we talk, sometime today, a grown man or grown woman
that looks like me,
That
that's just
look-
trying to make my father proud.
yeah, that looks
Yeah.
like you. Is
I
going
like
to
it. That's what I'm making my father proud. He's like, he's gonna see me delivering this mail, and he's gonna look at me and be like, "Look at this bright shooting star." He's gonna see me as Danny McBride at that party, walking through the cloud of smoke. You're a bright shooting star as I'm sliding some mail through a slot.
Yeah, but can you believe somebody's going to do that today? Instead of just emailing us and telling us what they need to tell us, someone is going to drive over to our house.
Yeah, it's wild.
Walk up there, risk getting attacked by a dog because that's all they do all day is battle
Dude,
dogs.
Dogs hate mailmen.
Battle
It's
dogs,
wild.
battle senior citizens, and gangs that are like, fuck mail.
Yeah, they're like,
You know?
give me that fucking mail.
Yeah.
By the way, there's never anything good in mail. It's either like a ticket It's like, oh, I got to pay this thing.
Yeah.
Like they finally tracked me down.
Or a coupon.
Or just a coupon for a place you never want to go to.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you want a car detail? Drive 2.5 hours to this place, and I'll give you $15 off. You're like, oh, fuck, I don't know. Is that worth it? I feel like the gas is going to offset the discounts, but...
And there's even a lot of the things now. It's like, are you interested in foster care? It's just like it used to just be like discounts on avocados and stuff, but now it's like the mail has gotten really, really crazy, man. It's gotten pretty rogue. I feel like.
Yeah, for me, it's all just like, hey, do you want to buy your neighbor's house?
Yeah,
because it's all just like people going like, here's a house in your neighborhood that you can buy, and I'm like, I already live in my neighborhood. I'm not trying to move 3 houses down. I already live in this neighborhood, dude. Quit fucking telling me about a house that's nearby.
Yeah.
You know?
That's so true. It's like if I'm living in a house, you would think you wouldn't come advertise to me to buy a house.
Next door.
Yeah.
Or like maybe go like, hey, do you want to live somewhere cooler than like if it's kind of a whatever neighborhood?
Yeah.
And you're like, you want to live in like a slightly better neighborhood?
I'll think about it.
Yeah. But it's like literally my neighborhood.
You've done some fun things, man. You got to do some wrestling recently. Is that right?
Oh, do you see that, dude?
Yeah. Bring it up.
Yeah, dude. I did some fucking choke slam.
Dude,
AEW.
you did a great job. I know.
Yeah.
I saw that right there.
AEW.
Righteous Gemstone star Adam Devine hits up AEW.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this.
Like?
Is this a stiff person? I don't think so, Jack. Is that a stiff person?
Look at
Those
the
jeans
quads
are hanging
and
on.
ass.
Yeah. Those jeans are hanging on by a thread right there. Oh, butt cheeks. Kaboom! Woo! Flexing with all my might. Flexing with all my might.
You'd have been a good wrestler, man.
Thank you for saying that, dude. Or a mailman.
Look at this, dude. Now you guys all kind of look like Tony right there. I feel like you all giving a lot of Tony Caballero energy right there.
Yeah. Oh,
I got to get Tony in here soon.
Yeah, get him in here. He's a good guy.
He's one of a kind, man.
Yeah.
He
fun
checks
hang.
in on me not all, but every couple of months he'll check in and just say, hey,
What a sweetheart.
you know,
He's just sweet man. Do you know him?
I know him pretty decently. Yeah.
Good.
I do know him. I've really, he's an exceptional guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a way of always staying positive, it seems like.
He's one of those guys that it's nice to. I collect those guys like as my friends. I like to have some people that just hype you up, you know, because Adam Ray is like that as well. And Adam used to open up for me on the road all the time, and it was nice when you're on the road to have someone, you know, you're kind of like, oh man, we got to travel again today, yada yada. To just have someone be like, how great is this?
Right.
How sick is this theater? Like,
Yes.
like
you need somebody to be the positive if
just
you're overwhelmed.
hype you up, and you're like, yeah, it is sick. Look at us go. Get in here, buddy.
Yeah, I got guy like Amir K comes with me.
Oh yeah, dude. Amir's a positive guy.
Lee Kimbrell, he comes through. The Kentucky Nightmare, I think is his nickname or something. Kentucky Wolfcat or something, but he comes through, and they're both have good energy, just positive. They're like, let's go do something. And I do too, but it's like, yeah, I just get like,
I feel like we're pretty positive guys.
You just got to get ready for the show, though. It's like, you know, it's like I spend a lot of my time taking care of myself, like you're saying.
Stretching.
I'll get into town. It's like, stretching, get into ice bath, trying to work out, get into IV.
You fucks with a cold plunge?
All of it.
Dude, me too.
I was in it last night.
I like a cold plunge.
It's so nice.
What you keep your cold plunge at?
Me? I keep it right at about 54.
Ooh.
But I'll do 10 minutes in there.
10 minutes. I keep it at 40, and I'll do 3 to 5.
Ooh, 40 is baby. That's cold.
That's ice cold. And I
really can't stay. It's cold outside.
Isn't that song just like about like rape or something?
They said it was
That's
allegedly about
it's like
tricking a girl into staying. Oh, that's you?
Yeah, there I am.
That's
there
at
I
your
am.
house.
Yeah, it's at my house. Yeah, dude.
That's a nice one, huh?
Yeah, Renew. They're great, dude.
They are?
Yeah, Renew cold plunges. They're pretty fantastic.
I got a blue cube one that I keep in my garage that they a friend of mine made, but they're both
yeah, they're great. And cold plunging, it's the kind of thing though that I wish now that I have it, I do it less. I feel like I used to seek it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now that it's there, I'm like, I could get in it right now, or I'll get in it later. It'll be later.
Yeah.
You know what I should do? I should just crank the heat up on it because it's so cold. It's like you get in, like your joints are like.
Make it a hot bath in there, you think?
No, just make it 52 or whatever. You know?
Oh, yeah. I like doing that for 10 minutes. That, for me, sets me in a good range, you know?
Isn't it weird that now we're like all about health and fitness, but it catches 10 years ago and we were just like little scum buckets.
Oh,
just
God.
out there. I know myself, I was just like gargling with vodka, just like.
Were you getting it in, huh?
Oh, dude, just going for it. Every night.
Were you drinking a lot?
I would drink a lot.
Wow, where were you drinking at?
Well, just like at the comedy club or whatever. Well, like back when I was, I mean, maybe not 10, maybe 10 years ago, but like that's when Workaholics was sort of peaking. So probably
you've been working for a long time.
Yeah, like anything. Yeah, but anything like back when I was in the comedy clubs all the time, or like when you're on the road all the time, that's an easy place just because you're in a new place and you're like, well, let's go to the bar after the show or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys drink at AEW? Who'd you guys fight in AEW? Did you fight? Because I saw Big Justice out there.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the Rizzler and I'm like, I might be able to take him, you know?
I saw him the other night.
Yeah, he's 9 years old. Rizzler's everywhere, dude. Oh, I think I offended these guys, Big Justice and because I said I didn't even take a bite of the cookie, and then I said, look at Big Justice's eyes. Because he's upset because I gave it 3 booms without tasting it, and I guess you're supposed to give it 5 booms.
What? Who has time to do 5 booms?
They do. They have all the time to do the booms, dude. And I didn't know. This was at the Super Bowl. I might have been a few drinks deep.
Yeah, for sure. First of all, you're touching the back of a child.
I'm touching a child. Dude, look at like my face is hanging a little bit.
Oh, dude, this looks like literally a Christmas card from Epstein's Island right here, dude. There is a brave Italian, which some people would say like kind of the Magellan of Costco. There's a Costco Magellan with a child.
With just his son. Yeah.
That is his son.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
And then there's Adam Devine, who's had a couple of drinks.
Just
at a
lurking.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, lurking, dude. Would you, if you were, I mean, real talk, if you didn't know Epstein was a creep and he invites you, he's just a cool billionaire that you met at a party, and you're not getting any weird vibes. He asks you, he's like, hey, I got this jet. You want to come to my island? You got nothing going on that week. You'd go to the island, right?
Yeah.
Me too. When people are like, check the logs, I'm like, not everybody, because even creeps got to take a day off. Like even you're not fucking the kids every day.
Yeah,
like,
if you're
that's
a
exhausting.
pervert, that's probably a seasonal or like
it's a special event for them.
Or it's like just when your dudes are there to party. It's like, but otherwise you have to also have like regular people come. Because here's the thing, you have to keep up the ruse that it's a regular place where people go to have fun.
That's what I think.
So that the guys who do go in perv or the females that do go in perv out there, because it could have been men and women that doing it. And I'm not talking about the young people.
We don't know.
But the adults, they need to be able to trick their spouses into believing that they go there.
And they're like, you've
fun.
been there the one time.
Right.
You know it's a chill place. There's coconuts.
There's
coconuts and
trees.
There's
ukulele.
There's like that guy doing the ukulele. There's the fire dancers that come out and perform.
Yeah,
it's
there's like there's like a lot of young kids whose parents aren't there starting a band or whatever.
Yeah, they're just starting a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just,
This is getting dark. Sorry.
There's a character. Yeah, there's like a guy just doing funny.
Artist.
Yeah, he's just doing little artworks where you're like makes your nose too big, something that kind of offends you, but you're like, it's funny, right? And everyone's like, it's really funny, and you're like, okay,
all right,
yeah, all right,
yeah.
I know. Right. I see that, and I'm like, I don't know about. I don't think all of them are creeps. Like for sure some are.
But we haven't got, dude. There's no way we're ever getting the real Epstein files. It's been redacted. It's being manipulated right now so much.
Well, it's because some of these politicians
are probably on it.
Yeah, they're on it. And they're like, and even whether they were the ones doing dastardly deeds or not, who knows? I don't know. But if your name is on it, like if your name was on it, you don't want it out, even if you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. Even though you were just there sipping on a smoothie. You're just having a fun afternoon on this cool private island.
Yeah.
I haven't been on a ton of private islands.
Oh, dude.
I would like to go.
Yeah, I got invited to one time. I think it was LeVar
Burton.
Was it LeVar Burton?
Yeah, maybe he's a Reading Rainbow guy. He's got a private island.
Does he do the Virgin Airlines or whatever?
No, that's
LeVar Arrington, maybe? No.
That is not his name. It's not LeVar, even a little bit.
Richard
Branson. Yes, very much not LeVar. But yeah. Oh, you went there?
No, they were doing something. He has an island. There was something there, and they I somehow got invited.
Oh, sick.
It didn't seem like something that was for me. Maybe I don't know. It seemed like
okay. So maybe you wouldn't go to Epstein Island. Maybe I would be the one to get tricked.
But here's the thing: say you're at Epstein Island and you notice things are weird. What do you then? You just stay on the tennis courts or whatever? Like, what would you do all weekend?
Yeah, you're just like you call yourself the pickleball king.
Yeah,
and you're just always just over there trying to not see some
playing
shit.
both sides.
Yeah. There's no one to hit to because everyone's like, this back dark room seems a lot of fun.
God.
Yeah, and also like the Diddy white parties. I'm glad I was never during that peak. Like I was talking with my boys. I was like, dude, if we threw out a different vibe in the workaholics days when it was just peaking, and that we get the invite, like, hey, do you want to go to the Diddy party? I'm going all white, everything.
Well,
right?
if Shamar Moore would have been one of the workaholics, or if you'd have had like more of a black cast member, or urban cast member, then you might, and say there's
if
a
Eric
chance to get
Griffin
invited.
was more plugged in,
right? Eric Griffin
scene.
was a little bit more Griffin than Eric.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I think. Then you could have been invited. And then if you get there, then what do you see? They just brought up Drewski in a thing. Did you see that?
I did. But he then came out. He's like, dude,
had nothing to do with it.
It was like in 2018, I was living in my mom's basement. I'm like, yeah, that's probably true.
But it's just crazy. Why even let that leak? You have to start thinking, if something gets leaked, why are they doing? Like, because it's all some manipulative tactic, you know?
Yeah. And so I don't know. I mean, who knows? Obviously, there's victims and people were doing dastardly things.
But you never heard anything about that when you were...
No, I did. I just wasn't cool. Like I didn't get those invites. I for sure would have gone there and just like kicked it by the fucking shrimp
nachos
cocktail.
Or whatever. Yes.
Yeah, I'd
have been like
just eating like they have like a seafood tower.
Yeah,
this is a Diddy party. There's like towers of seafood. So I'm just eating there eating crab legs, licking up the butter. They're like, someone's trying to tag me in to the orgy, just covered in oil.
You're like, no,
you do that
you point
thing.
At your legs.
You're like, I can't because of all the scars. I can't. Dick chopped off. Dick was lopped off in the accident. You do that thing where you know how breakdancers, they start to do the breakdance, but then they don't get going. That's what you do. You're like, oh shit, pull the hammy, pull the hammy right quick. I can't get in the orgy.
Yeah, dude, that's where I'd have been like in the vaping section on the side of the orgy. If they're like, oh, if somebody gets hurt, if a couple people get hurt.
Oh, you're like deep, you're deep on the bench.
It's like when they put in the water guy from to make that 3-point shot, or they put in the Down syndrome guy to make the 6-pointer or whatever. They tell them it's a 6-pointer. That's what I would have been in.
You're real deep on the bench when you come, but then you hit that money shot. You're the hero. You're the hero of the whole party.
People go crazy.
Yeah.
Did you get to body slam Big Justice? Did you see the Rizzler? You fight him too?
I didn't fight the Rizzler. No. I didn't get to fight any of the children, which I was bummed.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, someone needs to take these kids down, and I'm about their size, dude. I'm not
dude.
that. But no, I only choke slammed an adult male, so that kind of sucked. But
if you got the chance to remodel the fucking skeleton,
dude, I love this phrase, remodel them.
Or one of these boom babies, dude.
Take them down. Yeah.
Did they boom in front of you?
Who's got the boom now?
Right.
Who's got the boom now, bitch?
Did they steal the boom? Did they boom in front of you or not?
There's a lot of booming. They're booming all over. Anywhere they go, they're booming, dude. Have you not met the boom guys?
I never. I met the Rizzler the other night at dinner. I saw him.
Oh, dude.
But dude, he was drinking Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Past 8:45. I'm like,
he's a wild man. Yeah, these kids are off the rails. But I like that it's a new generation of superstars. Oh, there you are at Craig's. A new generation of superstar children. Like this used to be like Corey Haim.
Right. Oh, yeah. He's the Macaulay Culkin of our time.
Yeah,
that's what I've said.
Yeah, exactly. But it seems like they're not going off the rails. We'll find out here in 15 years if he's going to have like a sad tale about his time.
Well, how does it end? Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You have to look 10 years in the future.
Because he's a superstar, dude. He does this maneuver. People go wild.
He was crazy, man.
It's his,
Yeah,
look,
right.
someone already beat you to it. They knew exactly. The internet, undefeated, man. You have a good idea. It's up there. They already did it.
It's done.
Yeah.
Was there a movie that you wanted that, like, well, yeah, the Rizzler, I mean, I'll tell you this. He definitely seemed like his grades were failing. Somebody's like, his grades suck. That's what I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Word at Craig's?
Yeah.
Yeah. People, people were passing around those pot pies they have at Craig's, and they're like, hey, before you take a bite of that, just know the Rizzler's grades fucking suck, dude.
Dude, he had a little tattoo that said, fuck social studies.
Oh, damn,
like,
dude. That's rough.
crazy.
That's a wild tat to have at that age.
So obviously he's been going through a lot, you know? He said, he said these lips haven't seen a school lunch in 2 years. That's what he said. So obviously he's living high on the hog.
Dude, I don't even know. I thought he was mute. Because all I've ever seen him do is, yeah, you gotta. It's the shh.
He does too many things though, kind of. Like,
I think it's just this, right? And he's showing his jawline. That's what's kind of cool about him is he doesn't have much of a jawline, but I like he's just like, I don't give a shit. I got the Riz, so come at me. It's like a good way to build up self-esteem, you know, for children that are out there.
Some people are saying he's Young Gravy. He's the actual Young Gravy.
But you know, Young Gravy was at the wrestling event too.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. The Young Gravy was at the Super Bowl where I was also hanging out with Big Justice. Oh. So I mean, they're running in the same circles, dude. You
guys have the same menstrual cycle or something.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
But that's crazy. But here's the craziest part to me is that Big Justice isn't related to the Rizzler. So
I thought they were brothers, dude. I thought they were brothers. These are just two social media kids getting together, doing their social media things.
Dude, years from now there will be like these like baseball card signing things where it'll be like the Rizzler. You and me will be there.
That'd be sick.
Water baby or whatever, some baby that survived on like
You know, I think I'm gonna do a thing with Topps
to
have a baseball card.
Really?
Yeah, you should. I bet they'll make a baseball card of you. It's kind of sick. It's kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then there's these kids, MD Foodie Boys. Everybody's been watching them.
I like those MD Foodie Boys. I like them because they're so sincere about like, have you tried nachos with jalapenos?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah, and
let's watch one.
I'm just if I had to choose, it'd probably be like pepperoni, but I'm just a regular cheese guy.
Yeah. I just do cheese. I just do cheese. I don't really like pepperoni. I don't really taste.
I'll do pepperoni, but same thing. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people are big pepperoni fans.
I think meat
dude, this is the podcast, and people love it, and I also love
it.
it. They're just so sincere, man.
How can you not have was there an age where you didn't like it, where you just didn't care? It's just
You're riled up. You're riled up
Sorry,
right
I
now,
am.
dude. I don't know if I've ever seen you this riled.
Well, I don't understand. It's like,
whoa,
you're the Foodie Boys,
Whoa.
but dude, what are you talking about?
Whoa, dude. It's
Sorry.
okay. No, it's
Okay.
fine. No, I like it.
Shit just fucking irks me because, dude, talk about some food. Talk about some rigatoni or something. Talk about some.
See, well, this is the genius. You
Grilled
start off. They're little kids, right? So they're starting off with like hot dogs. Like, what condiments you like?
Right.
Do you like on your cheeseburger? What condiments? Mostly condiment based. Now they're moving on to pizza. What things do you like on your pizza? And then as they grow, the dishes get more complex.
Like a tiramisu or something?
We're gonna grow with them and their flavor palates. I think that's what people love and relate to because because you're not going to them for an actual like this is the flavor. They're not like chefs; they're children. So it's just kind of funny to watch these kids sincerely talk about whether they like pepperoni on their pizza or not.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I just think. Yeah, I don't know. There's, I guess, am I hating on children now? What am I doing? You're right.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm excited for them.
It's okay
at
to
least
hate
do
on
soup or something. At least I want to see them evolve a little.
Like gazpacho or something?
Well, just a 4-minute conversation about if pepperoni on, but no information. That's the thing. It's astounding to have 4 people and walk away from each conversation they do with 0 information at all.
Yeah.
About
I
food,
understand what you're saying.
about food at all.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
So,
I think,
I wish them luck.
yeah, I think they're runaway successes. I mean, I'm sure people look at my career and are like, what is he doing? Like, this sucks.
Right.
Like, why doesn't he do XYZ? I'm like, I'm just doing me, baby.
There they are right now. But how does it end? McLovin, that kid.
McLovin, No Name.
What's the one? McGriddle is the middle one, right?
Chub Perm.
Okay, you have No Name, McGriddle, Chub Perm.
Yeah.
So that's also, I think that's isn't that a trans wrestler?
Yeah, it seems like it could be. He's got an earring. He's kind of the bad boy of the group,
That's a
which
good
is
point.
kind of sick.
They're the new kids on the
On the block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever have an ear piercing? Did you ever?
Yeah, I had 2 of them. Did you?
Yeah, I did too.
Fuck yeah, dude. That shit was so fun, dude.
It was. We were kind of.
And it would close up, and you would still force something in it on days you needed to feel cool.
Dude, I would. I tried. I wanted to get a gauge. I wanted to have I wanted to be that guy.
Well, your characters had that, haven't they?
I wanted a lip piercing. I wanted the whole thing. I wanted to be punk rock, dude. I mean, I got an Article Star tattoo.
Oh, well, you have a lot of you seem like you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Like a child of a Vietnam veteran, somebody you know.
Yeah, I went through. I am happy to say I never went through you know how some kids are like, oh, I went through an emo phase or I went through like a goth phase. I'm glad I didn't go down like a weird path where you're like, yeah, I wore a lot of fishnets in 7th grade or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I didn't do that. I had like small waves where, I would bleach the tips of my hair.
Right.
Yeah, I got a piercing, in the left ear.
You ever pierced your nipples or no?
No, I never did the nips. You do the
No, I never did that.
No, you never did
that.
the
Was a
nips?
little while for me. That guy who did that was starting to be, he was doing a lot of drugs and he was secretly probably touching men in his car or whatever. Men who wanted it.
Yeah, I had a friend, a guy I knew in high school. Not a friend.
Redacted.
Okay. He pierces his dick in high school, dude. In high school. And I know for a fact he wasn't getting laid, but he was saying like how good it's gonna feel.
Right.
And he was saying like it feels so good. And I'm like, I know you're not getting laid, dude. We're both 16, 17 years old. I know that. And also, what kind of piercer is seeing a 17, 16-year-old boy and is like, I'll be the one to get in there.
Yeah.
The whole thing was bizarre.
Do you remember when the first guy hooked up with a girl and then the next weekend you guys all went out or something? Mm-hmm. He like suddenly had a condom in his wallet or something.
Dude.
Or it was like suddenly he would be like, if the girls come, let me talk to them. Or just like,
dude, it was 7th and 8th grade. My one friend started having sex with our other friend. And it was unreal. And it was years. Dear God. Years before the rest of us were catching up. And so he was like the he immediately went
Clark.
from like this kind of he was chub perm of our group. And then suddenly he's got this swagger to him, dude. And there's no catching up.
Yeah.
There's no catching up.
Mm-mm. Yeah, there's nothing you can do to suddenly be in the cool group. And then like he was able to talk to older guys now suddenly. But it was
I'm still rollerblading, you know? Like I'm still like, hey, watch me backwards rollerblade. Is this sick? And they're like, no, dude. We're now having sex with girls. And I'm like, oh, so you don't want to watch me like fucking swerve these cones real quick with these hips? He's like, I'm working on my hip movement right now, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I was a little blader. I was a little blader
Were
boy.
you?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a phase.
Oh my God, dude. What happened to you?
You're learning a lot about me, dude.
What happened to you? There's so much that occurred.
Dude, well, I couldn't. Rollerblading was easier in like 8th grade, was easier for me to do than a lot of other. I couldn't skateboard. Like my friends were skateboarding. So I could rollerblade because it was just a smoother movement and easier on my joints. Yeah. So I was already looking like an old man thinking about my joints in 8th grade. So it's just me like wiggling my hips, skateboarding behind my friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. It wasn't that offensive. You don't have to be that disgusted by it.
You're right. And I'm sitting there. Were you
so
wearing
disgusted.
knee pads and stuff?
No, dude.
Oh,
I'm still a bad boy.
Badass,
Yeah, dude. I'm still like wearing fucking chunky corduroy pants and and like a fucking a sick Metallica shirt with the lightning bolts. You know, I'm still fucking cool, dude. I still have like a bowl cut, but my hair was too. My hair is too like buoyant.
Yeah.
So it just went like this. Dink.
Oh yeah.
It was just like a little. Like the tip of a dick. It was like a little dick head, just like right here. And I could pull it. I could pull the hair. It was so buoyant. I could pull it and it would go down to here, dude. And then you release it and it goes doink.
Damn, you had a beautiful thing going on.
Yeah, I was looking good in the 8th grade.
Man, you've been through a lot, man. You've
Yeah.
been through a lot, dude. Will your stiffness, is it getting better or is it getting worse? Do you feel like over time?
It's getting better. It ebbs and flows. I have good days and bad days, but it is getting better. So I'm still hoping to be in Marvel if they give me a call. I got a lot of shit. Last time I came on here, I was like dunking on Marvel, saying that they ruined comedy movies because everybody wants to watch these big budget things. Dude, people were very mad. My agents were upset at me.
Really?
Yeah.
Since you said that, everyone in the world has agreed with that exactly.
Yeah.
Including a lot of agencies. It's like, well, look, if we can't get him in a Marvel movie, what are we going to do? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we've had a lot of great.
They were very mad at me. They were like, don't fuck with Marvel. Like, I cannot believe you said that on that podcast. I'm like, I wasn't dunking on Marvel, dude. I was just saying I wish there were more comedies, but they don't make comedies anymore because everyone wants to see a $200 million epic, you know?
Well, if they need like Mailman or something, then Marvel will come.
Thank God. If there's a mailman superhero, I think I'm the guy, dude.
What superhero would you
making
be?
your dad proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be someone that, like an unexpected superhero, where they're like, this guy is not a superhero.
Right.
This normcore little bitch boy.
Smoothie man.
Yeah. Soy boy.
Yeah, soy boy. There he is.
Yeah, little soy boy.
There's so many heroes now, though. It's like, are these all heroes?
I feel we're getting a little exhausted on the heroes.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, even a lot of people were saying, who was it? Just came out and said that they're not even. It's hard to even have independent projects these days.
Oh yeah, I'm
That
trying
director.
I'm trying to get a few independent movies off the ground.
Are
right
you?
now. Yeah, and it's tough, dude. I've never done an independent movie. I've always done with a studio or with Netflix or with someone like that. Someone with them deep pockets.
How much budget do you need to make an independent movie, though?
I'm looking for like $7 to $10 million.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
This is Mark Duplass right here. He's made a lot of great stuff.
He's made a lot of independent movies.
Time for a big announcement.
Oh.
For those of you who know our company, you know we love risking our money and making things independently that the traditional system would never make. And we've done it for years with movies like The Puffy Chair and The One I Love and Safety Not Guaranteed and documentary series like Wild Wild Country and Evil Genius. And we're doing it in television now, you know, with shows like Room 104 and The Creep Tapes and Penelope. But the problem is these distributors are telling us
I know, we're like, you're
not
rich.
value these things the way they used to. And honestly, we're sick of it. And we know that you value these things. So we are going to be bringing you our newest independently made TV series, The Long, Long Night, directly to you, the audience members.
It's interesting.
Click the link below or in our bio.
You guys did your movie
You can
independently,
pre-order
right?
The Long Night.
Yeah.
And you guys put your own money up?
Yeah.
Whoo, boy. Okay.
Well, thanks, dude. Yeah.
What's the name of it? Do you have
It's
a name
called
yet?
Bus Boys, yeah.
Bus Boys. Sick.
So it's just Spade and I both worked as busboys in Arizona.
Oh, I thought you were both hit by buses. I was like, this would have been kismet.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
that would have been crazy if we
Yeah.
were all here, right here.
Yeah. Get Spade in here. He just pops out behind the curtain. He's like, I'm crippled.
And we have a dolly that moves you around.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Stand
I'm
you
just
up in
pushed
different
everywhere.
So what's next? Your family's growing. Do you take a little time off of work? When did you guys finish Gemstones?
We finished a few months ago, like
Okay.
4 months ago. And I've been just dad mode right now. And I have a movie in development at Netflix. I'm selling this show with the Workaholics guys. I got another show that I'm taking out.
Wow.
So it's a lot of like production, like pre-production stuff. And you know how it goes. It's like, we're going to make the movie. And I have like a couple movies that are in development. And we're making the movie. And then it takes years, dude.
Yeah.
Years. And you think it's happening and it takes so long. But for me, I love it. I love doing it. But yeah, I still have that itch of like wanting to just get out there and get something done right now. And that's why I do the podcast. But with the Workaholics guys, this is important. But I also miss doing stand-up, dude.
I was gonna say, would you consider going out and touring again? That's such a grind though. Once you have a family and you're acting and stuff like that, I feel like that's a tough grind.
Well, because it used to be like a fun escape from the grind of producing and starring in TV and movies. Because then you're like, well, now I'm going to go on the road with my boys, and it's like a party, and we're going to go for a few months, and I'm going to do a ton of shows, and it'll be great. It's like a little escape from my regular life of acting. And now, like with the family, I'm like, I just feel like a dastardly dog.
Yeah, well, your wife
ditching
had
the
a freaking
family.
kid, first
Yeah.
of all, which I don't know if she should have done or not, but
I
her
think
choice.
she should have. Yeah, I think
Okay.
she should have.
But yeah, once she did that, it kind of puts you in the hot seat.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and also like being around.
That was supposed to be
being
some kind
around
of a
the-
joke, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I was like blaming having a kid on just her.
Yeah, it's
What are you doing
her
having
fault.
this fucking kid, huh?
Yeah, how dare she? Actually, she slipped that one by me. I just thought she was gaining weight. I'm like, look at my plump little Betty. She's looking all sexy, a little round mound. Look at her go smuggling a little basketball in there, and then out came a kid, dude. It was wild.
You just keep tickling her.
Yeah,
Being like, hey, Picky.
hey. She's like, don't tickle me. Something's gonna pop out. She's like, oh man, she's having spasms in her belly like I do, looking like a little handprint coming out, just like me. Yeah, dude, it was wild when she had it. Our son Bo turned around when they pulled him out. He looked right back at me, dude. It was like it stopped my heart. I was like, everyone says it's like a transformative thing to see your son or daughter be born, but it stopped me dead in my track. He looked right at me like, bitch, what just happened? Like I've been all cooking up warm inside,
Right.
and now I'm out here all cold. He turned around and was just like,
I'm the captain now.
yeah, it's like I steer this ship.
I rise.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Dude, the origin story of humans is pretty crazy that you climb out of some woman's belly, dude. It's like Greek mythology
It's
type
the
shit.
vagina though.
Well,
Yeah.
Some of them come out the belly, dude.
Actually, no,
Now,
you were right. You were right because it came. My wife had a C-section, so you were
the
right.
perverts
Actually,
go
right.
out the
dude.
vagina.
Yeah.
though, dude.
them
That's what I did.
freaks.
You?
Yeah, I'm a little freak like
Yeah.
that, dog. I'm a little freak like that. Skeet, skeet. Skeet,
Yeah,
skeet.
dude. Yeah, it's a potty. Whoa, do not lick on the way out.
That's what I did. I was like, okay, Mom.
You're supposed to read the.
I'm
it
ready
says
to
on the
gobble.
wall in there, "Do not lick on the way out."
I know. I read it and like, watch me, bitch. I'm gobbling up the world.
Watch me whip.
Yeah.
Watch me nay
Watch me
nay.
nay nay. Oh, I almost said it at the same time.
Adam Devine, man.
Theo Vaughn.
Thanks so much, dude, for hanging out.
So fun.
I'm glad to see you you're physically doing okay. Your family's
Yeah,
growing. We got to keep making fun. You have to keep making fun stuff. This was one thing that I thought was really exceptional that Danny McBride said. He goes, I don't know if Hollywood knew that they wanted Eastbound because people are always like, why don't they make shit like Eastbound and Down anymore? You always hear that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, nobody was asking us for something like Eastbound and Down.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was asking us for something like Vice Principal. It was like we just made it and then said, we know this is funny. And then they jump on it because you can't expect them to think of the next thing. That's not what they do anymore. He didn't say that's not what they do anymore, but that's what I start to realize. They don't have that creative thing anymore.
That's our job.
That's our job.
Our job is to give them what we think is the funniest thing. And that's what we did with Workaholics and what we're going to try to do with this new show, if we actually get to make it, is like, you make what you think is the funniest and what you and your friends would laugh at and what you want to see, what you want to actually watch.
Yeah.
And then hopefully other people get on board. And I feel, and I think you have a finger on the pulse too, is we know what we like, and it seems like a lot of other people like what we like as well. So, I think you just have to make shit that you think is fun and funny and not even what other people want to see, because they don't even know they want to see it until you make it.
right.
So
That's the thing. And that's a lot of things. It's like, if you wait forever to get somebody to sign off on your thing, then it might not happen. You just have to go and try and figure it out. And investing in yourself, that's what I realized. Like, if I lose investing in myself, I don't really fucking lose. It's like,
and at least you did it and you had that experience and you know the nuts and bolts of creating something now. So if you decide to do it again, you can go, this is what I would change. This is what I would do differently.
Yeah.
And also the with people making something that they think other people would want to see, that's where you lose. When you start to go, I know that they want to see this type of show. Like, this is what's selling, or this is what,
oh, yeah.
I think that's when you get in a little trouble. Like, make what you want to make, and then hopefully that'll catch on, because as soon as you start to like go down the path, then it's derivative, and people are like, didn't we already see this show? We've already done this.
Then you're just kind of then you're just a follower.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to figure it out. And obviously you and I we're speaking from a place where, you know, we can afford to try and make a project. So it's like, you know, not trying to sound like knowing that there's not a barrier to entry to that for regular folks.
It's lowered
not that
so
huge.
much.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It's so different now that you can get a camera, you can get a phone, you can figure something out yourself, how to make things, you know?
Well, it was like when we did Workaholics, not to just keep harping on this shit, but this is my experience, is when we did Workaholics, it was the barrier of entry had just lowered. It used to be like, to make something like that, it was $100,000 to make, you know, to even make a short film. For $50,000 or whatever, and everyone had to put it on credit cards and like to try to make something that maybe would work.
And you had to slurp off some producer somewhere.
You would have to. You're constantly gobbling.
Yeah,
you're constantly gobbling.
And someone wants you to use silverware when you blow them or whatever. I'm like, how rich is this guy or whatever?
My God, fucking pour some Grey Poupon on that bitch and do some gobbles. But now, you know, it's just it was just like a camera and some lights, and we were able to shoot something that Comedy Central was like, "What you doing over there?"
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I'm trying to sound inspirational to people.
Yeah, me too. I feel like it's a lot of
do.
word salad for me sometimes, but yeah, I'm just trying to be a fucking inspiration.
I think you are, dude. Survivor of Cement Truck.
Yeah.
You know, the guys fought in the AEW. The 4th season of Righteous Gemstones going on right now. New projects in the works. The podcast, you can lock in, listen to Adam have ideas, think about things, share everyday stuff on his life with some of the stars. And
yep, this is important. Anders Blake.
Kyle Newacek.
Yeah, he's been off the pod. He's been directing Happy Gilmore too, so that bitch is busy. Too busy for the pod.
Must be nice, Kyle.
Must be nice.
Okay. Adam Devine, thanks so much for hanging out, dude. Best of luck,
Theo.
man. All right,
good to see you, brother.
You too. That was fun, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take.
And we actually have some new merch. This is new merch stuff from BGTY. Some beautiful colorways there for the summertime. Things that are good for men and women, both gender. And also we have the new Rat King, these new Rat King summer tees and shorts. And you can check all those out only at theovonstore.com. We know there's some other stores out there, but those aren't ours. And I love this shirt. My sister loves this shirt. And thank you guys for the support. I'm here today at the Wynn Casino in the green room. We just got off a stage, and so grateful to be here. Had a wonderful show on Sunday night. Today's guest is an actor, a comedian. He's a creator and a star of the hit show Workaholics. And he has a new movie on Netflix that drops. It's I think it's on right now.
Gross much? You're in Nashville and here, huh?
That's what friends are for. God. Friends.
Sparkling. Brought to you by Celsius.
I'll have some.
Crack one open. Yeah. Zip, zip.
Dude, remember they used to have the that commercial about the mustard in the car or whatever?
Like the Grey Poupon.
Do you remember? Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And everybody, it was like, it was so Yeah, it
and
was,
every dad and uncle would be like, pass the Grey Poupon. And you're like, bitch, we don't have that. We just got that yellow stuff.
yeah, we don't have that because you're a construction worker.
Yeah, Dad, you work for the railroad. We don't have Grey Poupon here.
Yeah, dude.
That doesn't go on our bratwursts.
Yeah, we had this guy. This guy my mom dated used to be like, pass that yellow ketchup. He would say,
Yellow ketchup?
yeah, that's what he used to
This
call
is
it,
cool,
dude.
man.
I think he was in like a war or something. He had some like, he might have had like some. He was in like Iwo Jima or something. But let me see this. There it is, right there. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy, dude. Well, it looks like there was a lot of different guys over the years. They didn't stick. They didn't stick with the one spokesman.
Yeah, this was like, and this was for a lot of. This was the richest guy we'd ever seen. When they had this, we were like, no.
Well, also, this is still the richest guy I've ever seen. Who eats with a full-on TV tray in the back of their car?
That's pretty awesome.
That's sick. That's sick, dude.
That's pretty.
That's Rolls Royce. Every time I'm like, I don't really want like a real fancy car because I don't give a shit, you know.
Yeah.
But then like I'll see a Rolls Royce. I'll see like DJ Khaled in a Rolls Royce or something. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool though. There's like feet warmers and like just the back part can be a convertible, which is kind of sick.
Really, I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pull
DJ
that up,
Khaled.
Zach? I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, when I see like a super, I don't know. I think the fancier you get, the fancier you can get used to. And that to me always seems like super spooky.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden, look at that. Look at back convertible. That's sick.
Wow. That is kind of neat.
That's so cool.
But that's like, hey, driver, you don't deserve to be in a convertible.
But then also, like, then you have to have a driver all the time. Like, if you're like quickly, you just want to go smash some Carl's Jr. or something, and then you got to like call in the driver.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
That's too much.
And people don't realize this. Somebody took me one time on a ride in a Rolls Royce or whatever, and they said we had to park so far away because they didn't want anybody dinging the doors or anything. Yeah. So we had to find a spot like in a lot that was like, it was
you're
probably
a half mile away from
the city.
From the city, yeah. You gotta then get a car to get into the city afterwards.
Like, we had to have an Uber.
That sucks, dude. I take it back. I don't need a Rolls.
Yeah, we don't need that, dude. What do you drive? You're like a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I want to get in the back seat, but someone needs to drive the damn thing.
That's true.
No, I bought a Camaro Super Sport convertible, 2011. Like right when Workaholics came out, I'm like, whoop whoop, give me some of this good vroom vroom. And then I never bought a new car. I just have that car still. It's like what, 13 years old now? 10, 12?
Yeah, but if you ever leave your family, I think that's one thing. You have to leave your family in that.
Well, the Camaro Super Sport is the car you leave families in. 100%. Yeah, you do not. You don't have a family if you have that car. If you have that car, you're going to leave your wife.
Yeah, that's the car. That's like, hey, this car. It even has a goodbye Mrs. button on it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and you're leaving with like the Applebee's waitress. Yeah. That's who you're vrooming off with.
Yeah, you're listening to the Joe Dirt soundtrack, which people don't even know they had that.
Oh, do they? I bet it rips, dude. I bet it freaking rips.
It's gotta be good, man.
Yeah, I'm doing my new movie, The Outlaws.
It's coming out July 7th?
July 7th.
On Netflix.
It's a Happy Madison movie, so yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
It was the sort of dream gig is to work with them because, like you just said, Joe Dirt.
Oh, yeah.
And like so many goddamn classic movies, so...
Yeah, me and Spade just wrote a movie together, actually.
Oh, sick!
And but this is about your movie.
Is Riff Raff involved?
No,
dude, Riff Raff hit me up and said he's involved.
Really?
I'm almost positive he said. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I swear,
no.
Riff Raff is not involved.
No.
Right,
I mean, look, blessings to Raff, baby. I think if I were coming out with like a fucking never-ending bubble gum or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Or if I were coming out with like a like a shoe that made you jump so high that all the bitches wanted you.
Yeah. Yes. Jump like Raph.
Yeah, I mean, like
Raph Air.
Yeah.
Air.
Those air rafts.
Yeah,
dude.
air raft.
Like you're literally, dude. What about giraffe raff? Who would that? If they had an animal called the giraffe raff?
Joe Riff Raff.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like Drift Raff, like Tokyo Drift.
Ooh,
but
Drift Raff would be good. That's a good movie for him.
Or is that a cool go-kart track that he starts? Drift Raff.
Somebody already did it.
Oh, dude, that's what sucks about the internet is you have a great idea and then obviously some 13-year-old in Michigan beat you to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's the one downside of the internet.
Yeah, because it used to be if you had a good idea in a moment, you could just say it was your good idea.
Dude, I was convinced that I came up with the Rocketeer. Remember the Rocketeer?
The guy with the packet
with the pack? I was convinced that I had that idea first. And then when it came out, I was like, how did they know? How did they steal my idea? It was in my journal.
Oh.
I'm in like 3rd grade or however old I was.
Uh-huh.
I was convinced.
How'd they get in there?
How'd they steal it?
Who did it?
Who did it?
Yeah, they had a rumor going around our area that pillows were taking people's ideas and sending them to the government.
Who was?
Pillows.
Oh, the pillows. Big Pillow.
Like Sleeping Pillow. Yeah, it was like Big Pillow was like fucking everybody. And so people weren't using pillows, I remember, for almost 8 months. And people were pissed.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't fucking that dream.
So then you're just smashing blankets together, trying to form a pillow.
Anything you could.
Yeah. You're just sleeping on bags of marshmallows.
Yeah. Sleeping on your chubbiest brother's midsection.
Yeah. Fuck you, table.
But the Outlaws, no. First of all, congrats on being a movie star.
Yeah, dude. How weird is that?
It's very interesting. Well, it's just
when we knew each other way back in the day, I didn't look at you going
star.
like this is the biggest podcaster in the game, and you didn't look at me going like this guy's a movie star. That's not what we thought.
No,
I thought like, here's a guy in a hallway.
Yeah.
Here's a guy in a hallway. Here's a fellow white kid doing comedy.
Yeah, here's another one of those chuckle honkies. As a lot of people
there's another chuckle honky. That classic term.
And look, if someone else probably made that term, if you bring it up right now, there's some third.
Yeah, there's a chuckle honky. And it's just our photos on a giraffe, weirdly. Don't know why.
But some other kid drew us in his journal.
Uh-huh.
Some 3rd grader in Minnesota put us in his journal, and it's actually our pictures. Like, how did he even do that?
Yeah, and he wrote podcaster underneath your photo, actor underneath mine. And the year was 2012, and look at us now. Wow.
But no, congratulations. Well, it's interesting because you start off just as a comedian.
Yep.
Is that? I mean, that's.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, we knew each other since like being in the hallways of the Improv, and back in the day.
But was your goal always to be an actor? I don't know if you and I talked about this or not. I know you've had workaholics. I know you've had a string of movies. I know all of this, but I'm just wondering where your original idea was, because it's interesting when a comedian they get into movies and they become a movie star.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have that path, so it's just different. You're a rare person we can talk to about it.
I think it was kind of always the dream. The dream was like the dream was basically like Sandler's path. Like seeing like what he was able to do stand up. I wanted to do SNL, that just never came to be. And then do movies. Essentially I started when I was a kid. I watched a lot of like Evening at the Improv. Remember that A&E show with like Bud Freeman? He'd wear his monocle and then they'd bring up the comics. And
I never saw it.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It was.
Was it that guy? Is that the guy with the? Bud Freeman's the Improv owner, and he died.
He just died. Yeah, not too long ago. But he, So I like loved stand up, and then you watch so much of it, and I'm sure you kind of did the same thing. It wasn't like, for me, it wasn't like the best comics. They didn't inspire me because I was like, I'm not that smart. Like, I can't figure that shit out.
Oh, you mean like a Louis C.K. or a Stephen Wright or somebody like...
or like a Chris Rock or someone.
Oh, yeah, Chris Rock.
Totally. Where you're just like, oh, God, these guys are geniuses. It was like the guys I saw on TV that like weren't that good. And I was like, well, I could be that good.
Right.
I know I could be that good. If that's what it takes to get on TV, I know I can be that successful.
I can do that.
And then even at the Improv had everybody, but
oh wow.
But it was watching some of these people, and they were like, oh, they're not that funny, dude. I can be that funny.
Right.
And then I got a job at the Improv which I think is probably around when I met you,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in like 2004.
Was Anthony Clark working there then too, or not? Do you remember that?
Anthony Clark wasn't. Yeah, he was there all the time,
But he wasn't working there then.
No,
Because I would see. Oh no, he never worked.
He never
there.
worked there. He was just always.
He was always there.
at
Was
the
he
bar.
there then? That's what I mean. Yeah, I thought he worked there.
No, he was drinking at the bar so much that we should have paid him.
Yeah, sorry, Anthony. I haven't seen Anthony Clark in years,
and no one has.
Wow, he was a television star. I mean, he was on one of the biggest shows.
Yeah, Yes Dear. I think was
Dear.
And then his other show is Boston Common.
Oh yeah,
Remember that? Deep cut references.
I have to get, dude. I would love to sit and talk with Anthony Clark. I bet he'd be really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I hadn't thought about that. So you worked at the Improv.
Yeah, and then it was like it was
Crushed when you got on stage. We did a show
Thanks,
at USC
man.
together one time. I remember.
Yeah, that's right.
And that might have been maybe when Workaholics was out. And then after that came out, it was just you just went into this other world that a lot of us aren't in.
Yeah, well, we got so fucking lucky. You know, it was like that's what it is. It's like you just sort of prepare and try to put yourself in the right place at the right time, and then you get your shot, and hopefully you're able to hit it. You know.
Yeah.
And we got so lucky. It was funny, like when Workaholics came out, because like I was kind of the kid at the Improv where I was like working the door and shit, and then I'd come on stage and like there wasn't a ton of respect. Where it's like, yeah, we know he worked here,
Right.
And
Like, yeah, sometimes that guy would even be up there. He'd be mid-order. He'd be taking his fries. They'd call his name.
Yeah.
I remember watching one guy do a set one time with fries in his hand.
yeah. So it wasn't like a. And then as soon as the show came out, Workaholics came out, then all of a sudden it was like all the older comics were like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Bitch, you don't know me." Oh, so now we're friends. Okay.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hollywood is weird like that, man. It is weird. Sometimes there's a certain, like, someone needs to have the same experiences as you. And then that can it can make you feel like you can talk to somebody or things are a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
There are weird
Well, yeah, there's levels to this shit, as Meek Mill said.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's like you just talk to people that are like, I feel like we are kind of in the same class within like a few years of each other, kind of know, you know, and then there's like kids that are coming up that you're like, oh, they were the class beneath us. And it's not that they're worse or better. It's just that they came up at a different time.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's like whoever you were like doing open mics with or like doing the like first group of like bringer shows with.
Yeah.
That's who you're like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to be friends forever because we performed in a Chinese restaurant, you know, because we're performing when there's literally bowling happening right here. Like we're getting heckled by bowling pins. So we're always going to know each other.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something kind of, it's weird that, there's something weird about that when you come in at the same time. Who kind of introduces you to somebody else is interesting too, because it's almost like if somebody like you get co-signed kind of by somebody to be, you know, because some people it's like some people their lives get so busy, it's like it's hard for them to just be friends with every single person that comes along too, you know, as their career gets busier and they get more known.
I know, dude. Like now I'll go into the Improv and shit and I like won't know people. Which is like, that sucks. Because it used to be like you go to the comedy club and you know everybody.
Yeah.
Like you know everybody, including like the wait staff, and you just know people.
Oh, yeah.
And then now I go in there and I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
I used to be a comedian. Back in the day, I would go on this very stage.
That's awesome, man. Well, congrats, man. Congrats on having a steady career in movies too, because I know that probably gets pretty tricky. I want to think about what that's like with you, but first I want to think a little bit about the new movie, because Tom Segura has his special is coming out on the same day.
Yeah, I think it's the same day or just about the
That's
same
awesome.
day. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
He was
Tom's
just
great.
on. His episode's up right now. Yeah, Tom is so funny. Yeah, so tell me about Outlaws, man. I want to know a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I mean, it was.
You're an executive producer. I know that.
Yeah, producer on it. The writers, Ben. I always butcher his last name. Like I got called out on it. My agent was like, "You're fucking up this guy's name. It's Zazove. Ben
Zazov.
Zazov. Great guy, awesome writer. Ben and Evan Turner. They wrote the movie. Super funny. They brought me this idea years ago at the tail end of Workaholics, and they're like, it's Meet the Parents meets Heat, and so it's if your parents are your future in-laws are international bank robbers, and they rob the bank that you work for, and so so there they are, and we cast Pierce Brosnan and Ellen
Pierce
Barkin.
Brosnan from 007?
007, baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Nina Dobrev plays my fiance. Michael Rooker's in it. Lil Rel.
Oh, Lil Rel's in there, yeah.
My boy Blake Anderson has a small part in it.
Oh, that's
so it's the cast is sick. So they pitched me this idea, and I'm like, just a fucking idiot, dude. And I was like, that is a brilliant idea for a movie. I want to do this movie. Wrote it down in my notebook. Lost that notebook immediately, forgot all about it, and years later, I'm like looking through an old notebook, being like, "Oh, what brilliance did I write down in here?" You know,
that's good.
What gold? And you're like, "Ugh, gross, hated, bad idea, stupid."
Yeah, recipe.
Yeah. It just is apples. It's just saying to eat fruit. And then it was this idea, and I was like, "Oh, fuck, that's brilliant." I reached out to those guys. I was like, "Hey, I'm sure John Cena is attached or something, someone has already beat me to this."
Yeah, Flava Flav.
Flava Flav is probably, that movie star Flava Flav. And then they were like, no, nothing. So I developed it with them. We took it to Netflix, sold it, and then brought on Happy Madison, Adam Sandler's company.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool when it works out,
Yeah, well, it's so hard to get a movie created into the finish line, especially these days. It seems even harder.
Dude, especially comedies nowadays. You have to mask it. This is why it's a big action comedy, because you really have to go action, and then it's a comedy. But this it's just it's why I was so happy to work with Sandler's company, is we could just go full steam on the comedy, as opposed to you watch comedies nowadays and you're like,
no,
this isn't a fucking comedy. You're not. Where's the jokes? Where's the bits?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Comedy's gotten kind of bad, huh?
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah.
Movie comedy.
Yeah. There's still good shows and stuff, but movie comedy, it's hard. But
Why?
which, luckily, my theory is I think Marvel ruined it. I feel like superhero movies kind of ruined comedies because people watch, you go to the theater and you expect to watch something that costs $200 million to make. And comedy movies aren't that. So you're like, well, why would I spend the same amount of money to go watch a little comedy in the theater if I could spend the same amount of money and go see something that is worth $200 million?
Right.
And then they still make those movies kind of funny. They're not comedies, but there's
there's Ant-Man.
You're like, oh my God, is that raccoon talking?
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Which it is. But so it's not like a real comedy. And then now there used to be something like every studio would put out several comedies every year, and there was 45 or 46 comedies in the theaters every year. So about every week or every other week or so, there's a new comedy in the theaters. And then now, last year, there was 6 or 7.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And the crazy thing is it feels like people need comedy more than ever.
Yeah, I feel like they want it. So that's what this movie was. It was there's no hidden message. I feel like nowadays, people you get to the end of what you think is a comedy, and you're like, is that about global warming?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, is there some deep hidden message that I'm supposed to recycle more, or there has to be something else.
Right.
With it.
The moon is trans? Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that the surprise ending?
Yeah, you're like, okay, I guess we do have to think about that, don't we?
I agree. There's a lot of there was a great movie.
And that's what your David Spade and your movie is about.
It is, yeah.
Trans moon. Yeah. You guys are just the people to spread that message.
Oh, it's about transportation. It's about a lot of vehicles admitting who they really are.
Yeah,
That's
so
what it
cars
is.
wanting to be motorcycles wishing they were scooters.
Yeah, it's where things are, man. Oh, dude, there's a riveting scene where a short bus admits that he's a skateboard,
Yeah.
and it's powerful.
Whoa.
It's powerful.
Worth doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. But the crazy thing is, I feel like you could walk into a place and pitch that, and
and they wouldn't laugh you out of the room. They'd be like, okay. Well, that's the thing, because my job now is kind of, well, obviously acting and that kind of stuff, but then I'm pitching a lot. So I'll pitch movies. And every executive is like, yeah, but why should we make this movie now? And you're like, because it's funny.
yeah.
Because it's funny, bitch. What do you mean? Whatever happened to just we want to make people laugh? It doesn't need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There, it doesn't need to attach itself to some hook in the world right now.
It doesn't. I mean, if it does and that's the movie, then sure.
Right.
But it doesn't always have to. It
No.
could just be whatever happened to just, it's funny for funny's sake.
I know. I feel like Superbad was one of the last movies that they kind of had like that in some ways. That was really just super funny. There's been a lot of other funny movies. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. It was The Hangover, Superbad. It was that was sort of the last gasp of.
For no reason at all. This is just fucking funny because it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been injured? Had something fall on you or hit you? You working at the lumber yard and dang, and a 8x7 tumbles on you. Turns your neck into a dang Jenga game. Morgan and Morgan. That's right. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan and Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers with over $15 billion recovered for clients. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. That's right. Submitting a claim to Morgan & Morgan is easy. It's easy as dang looking at your feet. Submitting a claim to Morgan & Morgan is as easy as picking out a shirt for a toddler. Put him in it, boy. Put that little toddler in that little camisa. That means shirt. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/thispastweekend. That's forthepeople.com/thispastweekend. Or dial #law, pound 529 from your cell phone. That's forthepeople.com/thispastweekend. Or dial #law, pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement. But that's did you feel good about it? Was it exciting? So it's there's weapons in it. There's what's the premise of the film again?
Oh, sure. Sure. So me and Nina's character were about to get married. I've never met her parents, my future in-laws. Mm-hmm. They come in the week before the wedding. I've never even seen photos of these people. They're like ghosts, and they're just the coolest motherfuckers. It's Pierce Brosnan, Ellen Barkin, and they take me out on night on the town. We go skydiving. I get a tattoo. I get I get blackout drunk with them, and I'm the straight-laced banker. So this is out of the norm for me. And I go to the bank the next day, and I'm talking to Lil Rel, who is a security guard, and I'm like, dude, last night was incredible. I just need a nice chill day at work, but my in-laws are awesome. And then click, there's a gun in my head. 2 people are robbing my bank, and they have masks on, and they say something that leads me to believe that they're my in-laws. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And then they end up owing someone money. Because they bailed with the money last time. The person who cleans their money, like in Heat, the person who cleans their money, they stole that money from them and bailed. And so that woman kidnaps my fiance and is like, if you don't give me $5 million within the end of the week, I'm going to kill your daughter. And we have to go rob a series of banks to get my fiance back.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
It seems fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
How long did it take to shoot something like that?
I had 2 months or something.
Were you guys able to shoot it in California?
No, dude. You don't shoot things in California anymore.
Yeah.
Unless
it's drugs in the park,
yeah, man. Yeah. We shot it in Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I like Atlanta. It was fun.
Yeah, Atlanta's cool, man. I mean, it's definitely it's grown so much in the past 20 years, that city. That's amazing, bro. Congratulations. So this is your first movie you're executive producing too?
No, so I produced Game Over Man, which is the movie I did with the Workaholics guys.
Okay.
And that was another action comedy on Netflix. But that one was like, this movie is, I feel, more accessible. Like, I feel like parents would want to watch this movie. Game Over Man, like, there's multiple dicks that are cut off.
Yeah.
I show my dick and my butthole in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, you gotta check that out. And check it out. And yeah, so very, very funny movie, but I feel like this is a little more accessible to everyone.
I haven't seen this. I can't believe I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
it's so hard to know about things these days. Do you feel like that too?
Yeah, there's so much happening. Yeah, I feel like it's there's just too much shit that's out there.
And we used to, and also our phones are a device that we go to now for entertainment. There used to be one device, really.
Yeah.
You know, it was your television, and then it became your television and your computer. And that's when streaming really was at an insane level, you know? And then now it's your television, your computer, and your phone, you know? So I feel like it's...
Yeah, and it's also like the algorithm just kind of pushes things your way. And if for whatever reason it didn't push it your way, then you have no clue.
Oh, dude, I walked into the last Blockbuster probably 1 year ago. And I walked in there, dude, and it was like... It was unbelievable, and this is what was the most fascinating to me about it. First of all, somebody that worked in there was like,
where was this?
They would look over their glass at you like you were being an asshole, like, which is like how they always. One person always used to do that, and one dude would be cool, like trying to sell you weed or something, you know?
Yeah.
This is in Bend, Oregon. It's the last one.
Oh wow!
So there it is, right there, boy.
And that's because they don't get internet up there, or they're just really.
I think just this lady doesn't want it to shut down, whoever this is in the picture, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably her.
But it's crazy. I mean, you go in and you walk through the aisles, and the interesting part is how many options there are. You don't realize how many, because when we look on a screen, there's like the 10 or 12 options. And even if you look around, you can barely find, but in the store, I mean, suddenly I'm like, oh, what about this movie? I hadn't thought about this movie. Or I pick it up and I'm like, oh, this one will really be great. And I realized how much of our ability to choose for ourselves without even realizing it disappeared when it went to streaming platforms.
Yeah, it used to be fun, and you used to go just in like the weird artwork. You'd be like, oh, let's give this one a try.
Yeah.
You know? Like that person showing like half of a nipple. Like
some lady
I have to watch.
Gotta see the other half of
You got to see the other half of the nipple. Or do you think they're going to show the bottom half of this nipple in the movie?
God, come on, dude. Yeah.
I got to rent this.
And then the crazy part was if it was a nipple movie, I'd always get raisinets, dude. That's crazy.
Because you want to have them sticky fingers.
Well, I just want to have, it's almost that fourth dimension of a nipple. They're almost like little nipples in the box.
That's true.
Dude, that'd be great for porn movies if they had a box of like little...
Like you know how they have those like 4D seats in theaters now?
Yeah.
Like a 4D porn chair that you all this you're just getting hose spray. Weird smells like, oh God. Oh Jesus. Too close.
Yeah, like, and then it like bumps you from behind if there's like a doggy style scene or something. You're like, whoa, who's that?
Wait, so you're getting fucked in yeah, all right.
I mean, it depends on what
it depends on what you're watching. Yeah, it makes sense.
I think there's different types of chairs.
For sure, yeah. You might have to invest in the right chair for you, you know?
That's what we're saying.
Invest in the right porn chair for you.
Yeah, that's all that matters. But it was pretty fascinating just how many options there were. And I never realized how much that went away. I mean, because next thing you know, I'm in the drama section, then I'm in the comedy, and then I'm seeing like, oh, what about this one? Dude, I never saw this. I heard this came out. But it was like, I had so much ability to choose. And it was anyway, it was just kind of fascinating.
And it was fun because then you would watch those movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what you were going to do that night. Like, Netflix and you know all the streaming services. I love Netflix.
Yeah, Ted Sarandos, you're a good guy.
They are my corporate overlords. But
we're talking about how the business has changed, and that's okay. They're worried about it too.
Yeah,
you know?
but like you could just turn off a movie. You could watch 15 minutes of something and go, fuck, I don't want to do this now. But like when you had the movie and that was what you were
had
doing,
to watch
you would watch a bad movie and watch the entire thing because you spent the $8 or whatever it was to rent the damn movie. So you're like, well, we have to watch this piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, we're fucking
Yeah, they're not
watching
even
this.
showing the other half of the nipple. So I don't know why we got to wait to the very end for the other half nipple to flop out.
Oh, dude.
Dang.
There was something about that, huh?
And also, I feel Big Candy's probably pretty bummed because you're no longer you're not going to the store because you're going to go home and watch Netflix and getting all the Jujubes and Mike and Ike's and all the candies. Hot tamales. What are other candies? Lemon heads.
Oh, lemon heads. Oh, the ones that had the little bitty white crystals, the little white circles
That's crystal
on them.
meth. That's crystal meth.
Snow caps.
Snow caps. Snow
sorry.
caps. Okay.
Which is also a street term for crystal meth. So that's no fucking. Bro, anybody that I knew immediately if somebody got junior mints, dude, that they were probably into some sick stuff with children. That's what I thought. If I saw anybody.
That's my favorite candy.
Oh,
It is. It is.
Are you serious?
I love Junior Mints. Well, dude, okay, hang on. It's not about. I'm not fucking kids. I don't want you. Yeah, you set
You're
me
right,
up.
man, my bad.
I walked into it though. I shouldn't have admitted it. But
That's
dude,
true,
you put
true.
yeah. But you put you get the popcorn. You put the Junior Mints in there. It's a sweet treat with the salty popcorn.
They're not sweet. They have fucking mint in them, dude. That's a surprise. Who hides fucking mint? Bro, mint is like spearmint. Who hides it under a little layer of chocolate?
And it's all gooey.
Yeah. Now, the gooey part is kind of, the texture I don't mind.
Yeah.
But it's just some of the others. I just don't like mint. I don't want mint to be there when I'm trying to have something sweet.
Dang, dude, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Shit.
But it makes me mad.
I can tell, dude. You're flexing on me.
It makes me angry.
Yeah, I
dude.
can tell.
It makes my fucking teeth want to climb through my gums.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Hey,
Imagine
my
they
bad, dude. Hey, lemon heads are my favorite. All right. Okay. All right.
Lemon heads were a little crazy too.
Yeah.
Remember how powerful some candies were when you were a kid?
Whoo, boy. Yeah, I used to.
Hot tamales were pretty powerful when you were young.
Dude, when I was in high school, someone got me as a gift a 10-pound bucket of Mike and Ike's. I love Mike and Ike's. I ate the whole 10-pound bucket in a weekend.
Wow.
And when I took a shit, it came out at 9. Not even joking, dude. It was translucent.
Oh.
I shit out like just a giant Mike and Ike.
That's unbelievable. That's beautiful.
Yeah, dude.
God.
So now we know what clip is going to be used to promote this podcast. My shit was translucent, and I even saying that right? Translucent. I just means clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, they should just say clear. then.
Clear. Yeah. I was trying to
Yeah.
be smart.
Well, you're fine. I don't know why they made that word for it.
Yeah. Translucent. Allowing light but not detailed shapes to pass through. Yeah, that is exactly what I meant. I used it perfectly.
The guy
Fuck
did
yes.
well.
Really good.
The guy, I can't. Do they have see-through dookie or not? I never even seen that.
Yeah, well, have 10 pounds of Mike and Ike's and then yeah, have 10 pounds.
Yeah,
of
every
Mike
now and then somebody's got to test the science out there.
And I was willing to be that kid.
Yeah, dude. There was some. You know what? There was just that was where you would see new candy at. Now, candy got to. There was only a few kinds of candy back in the day. There was like 20 kinds or something.
Yeah.
I remember like Payday was like something my mom would get. It was like the parents' candy.
Nah, you don't fuck with Payday.
No, never. But like even some, like a 1,000 grand or whatever that one was always seemed like an old person's candy.
Yeah, but now I bet Payday. Like I remember my mom would always fuck up some Almond Joys.
Ooh, yeah.
And I was like, ugh, fucking Almond Joy, yuck.
Yeah.
That's old people shit. And then now, like last Halloween, I had a little snack size Almond Joy.
They're good.
Hoo-wee.
God,
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, they're good, man. They are good. You know.
I remember when they came out with Nerd Ropes, and I was like, they done changed the game.
Yeah.
Nerd Ropes? You put it on some licorice? Ooh-wee.
Yeah, you would see a lot of people doing unique stuff with them. A lot of people. You'd see their pants like some thick little fella's pants had been stitched up with Nerd Rope. Like, damn, and he's snacking, his pants would come open again. That's how his mom knew it.
You always saw that. Yeah. You always saw that growing up. Dude, in the 90s, everyone's stitching their pants up with some Nerd Ropes.
Different times, maybe different times.
Yeah, I miss those days truly when like that was what you were doing for the day.
Yeah.
You were like, me and my homies, we're going to meet at somebody's front yard. We're going to then ride our bikes to the convenience store.
Get a video game.
Yep. We'll probably play video games in the store because they always had like Ninja Turtles or some shit.
Yep, they did.
And then spend $1.25 on way too much candy because that's how much candy you used to be able to buy, man.
You would have as much as you fucking could. And I hated Whoppers, and then I'll tell you this, I loved them.
Whoppers.
Something just happened, those candies.
Oh, yeah. The Whoppers are the little nuggets, little turd balls.
With the little malted milk in them.
Yeah, I like them too.
God, they were good. At first, I was like, what is it?
Yeah.
And then I had some more, and I was like, I can handle it.
Yeah, you could. I bet you could.
It was good. Dude, we used to have, so this place by us, it was Pat's Video and Shrimp, right? So we'd bike over there and you get you a little film and then you get you a little pound of shrimp with it, right?
Wait, what? It was a video and shrimp store?
Yeah, off of Highway 190 in Covington, Louisiana. You bike over there.
That's sick.
Oh, it was pretty.
I love a good combo store.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get the video and you get your shrimp, man, and roll out of there.
That's sick.
It was pretty cool. But yeah, it was just a different time. You know, it was a different time whenever you go to that. And that was even before the chain Blockbuster. I think they had, because before that it was like individual.
Yeah.
Like Ricky's Movies.
Yeah, we had Main Street Movies.
Yeah, it was insane.
Not even on the main street. It was like kind of in a neighborhood. You're like, that always pissed me off. I'm like, this isn't a main street. This is a side street at best. But every movie theater or movie store like that, they had like the curtain where the naughty movies were back there.
Yeah.
And then you're a little kid and you'd always just like try to memorize as many of the covers as you possibly could. You just run in, stare at a bunch of covers.
Yeah, you're like, all right.
Memorize. That's what it looks like. And then your mom's like, Adam. You're like, what? I went in there. I thought it was a bathroom. Like, you think it's the bathroom every time we come in here. Like, you always think it's the bathroom.
Yeah. And you've peed on the floor in there 6 times.
Yeah. You're always going in there shitting on the floor. I think you're into that scat porno, you little creep.
That was wild, bro. That was fun. That was a good time. What else was I just looking at earlier today that was in the news? Did you see, what were we talking about earlier, Zach?
We were watching this video. Someone threw their mom's ashes on stage at a Pink concert.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, did the mom love Pink this much that...
That's the thing.
Is this your mom?
And how many grams is that?
Yeah, she just heard snorting her mom.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. She's inside of me now. Yeah. And then sings a Pink song. Couldn't tell you one Pink song, but I'm sure she's great live.
Shake it like a... What's that song she sings? Life support, a little rich. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
but that'd be something. Yeah, that's about the biggest thing you can do is probably throw somebody's burnt mom on a stage.
Well, you hope that the mom was like a diehard Pink fan, or else like you're just carrying around your mom all over to try to like meet your heroes.
Yeah.
You're using your mom after the fact. Like if I die and like my future, like if I have a kid and then my kid like uses it to like go to a JoJo Siwa concert or some shit, I'd be a little salty, you know? Like I'm up in heaven. I'm like, I don't give a shit about like JoJo Siwa. Why are you using me to get close to JoJo Siwa?
Yeah, they're like, can I get in? This is my dad. You know who my dad is? And they just flash a little bag of you.
Yeah. Throw me in someone's face. No offense to JoJo Siwa. I'm sure she's watching.
Oh, I'm sure she's doing great. One of my friends used to live next door to her, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't she live in like a cotton candy castle or something?
I think she does.
Yeah.
I think she lives like on one of those, on the like northwest corner of the Candyland board.
Yeah, absolutely. She's Omaha. She's an Omaha girl.
And so are you.
I'm an Omaha boy, yeah.
Did you grow up around the World Series at all?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to it ever?
Yeah, oh, yeah, as a kid. And then what we would do is we would go out and like people are so drunk there that they will just give alcohol to children.
Yeah.
So you just stand by the beer tent and be like, come on, man. And you're like 13, and they're like, fuck, here you go. Yeah. I don't care if I go to prison. This boy in a full-on body cast is asking for beer. He needs one.
This boy petting this dead bird with a neck brace needs a beer.
Totally.
Dude, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about like there was some empowering thing probably for an adult giving liquor to a kid, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't done that enough as I've been an adult.
It's probably fun to see a kid get fucked up. Is that an insane thing to say or not?
No, dude, it's for sure fun.
It's kind of like as long as they're in like a safe environment.
Yeah, as long as it's a safe. Even if it's not that safe, you're like, you got to learn how to handle yourself, young man.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit like when you see a kid who did not drink and then they go off to college. I remember like our valedictorian, or like she was, maybe she wasn't, but she was a very smart girl, was never at any of the dumb kid parties that I was at. I saw her in college. This girl was like cross-eyed, blackout, like looking at me with like one fucking cyborg eye, the other eye's like asleep. I'm like, this girl is in trouble, dude.
Yeah.
This girl
Percocet tatted on her arm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I was like, she didn't practice enough.
Yeah.
You got to practice a little bit. So then when you get to the big leagues, you know how to handle your scandal a little bit. Don't practice too much.
Yeah.
You're going to get in trouble.
Oh, dude, my friends would pick me up. And I was a lightweight sometimes when it came to weed early on. You know, they'd pick me up. And one of my buddies, he drove a church van or something, or he commandeered one or whatever. I don't know how he got it. But he'd show up in this church van, dude.
He stole a church van, yeah.
I mean, it was different. Look, I mean,
yeah.
The church let him use it late at night.
Okay. Yeah, for crimes. Yeah.
But there was the different rows in the church van, and whatever row you in, it got more detrimental to your health, like the further to the back you got. Like the back was like people were,
There's just like a small fire back there. Everybody's just cracked out, staying warm.
Yeah. And one of the people staying warm is like an abortion that like made it,
Some
like 4-day-old,
Yeah, there's a failed abortion clinic in the very back where they can't quite figure it out. They keep having babies, but the front seat, they're just drinking like hard seltzer.
The front seat is just like, it's like people looking at a map, like looking at directions.
Yeah,
right?
just trying to figure out how to get back to the church. Yeah. Second seat is a hard seltzer.
Yeah. Third seat is remedial reading. That was always remedial reading.
Yeah.
So it was like, tutors.
Because if you can't read remedially, then you also then you probably can't handle hard seltzer. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or no, that's probably the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So if you can't read, you can drink hard seltzer as water all day long. That's all you want to do.
And it got weird. Yeah. The further towards the back, it got weirder. But yeah, they would come and they would test. A lot of times they would give me the weed to test it out, because I was kind of like, I would fall asleep a lot of times. Like we'd go out, I would literally fall asleep because the weed was real strong. And then they'd wake me up when it was literally time to go home. Like I'd miss the whole night,
Oh,
I had a real sleeping disorder maybe for like 6 or 7 years kind of. And so anyway, but yeah, I remember just being in my buddy's dad's van and we would sleep in there and just get really, really high. And one of the kids' dads had some sunglasses. He sold sunglasses for a living or whatever.
Yeah. Hell of a living.
Oh, yeah. And with the sun, there's unlimited.
Was he like an Oakley rep, or these were like knockoffs?
No, he was like a rep.
Oh, sick.
So he had all the different types,
so that's a cool guy to know.
It was he was pretty cool. He was cool, actually. I didn't know him real well. We would sometimes do drugs at his house when he wasn't there.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
It was cool. We didn't get to know him, though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that's a cool dad. He's
like, cool dad, yeah.
Not home, wrap around sunglasses at night. Kids are doing drugs in the basement.
Some dad like driving cross country to sell Oakleys to like gas stations and stuff. While you're doing drugs at his house is a good guy.
Well, you think he's a cool dad. Yeah, he's a total degenerate to other adults, but to the kids, he's like pretty cool guy.
We're like, Todd, your dad's awesome, man. He's like, I haven't seen my dad in 2 months.
Todd Sr. is for sure. For sure, awesome.
But we would just get wasted and just urinate all over his glasses supply, right? Like at night. So then, like 2 days later, whatever, he rolls up to some place with a bunch of just soaking wet boxes.
And he's like, they're selling like hotcakes. I don't know. Something about the stink of these glasses are flying off the shelves.
Man, I feel bad about some of that shit.
Yeah, you know, we used to. There's this girl in high school that it wasn't me, but my friends would call her Skeletor, and she was very mean to us. But for some reason, we'd still go to her parties, and then my friends would like piss in her parents' closets and shit.
Yeah,
that's a mean thing to do. In hindsight, you're like wildly mean. Why are we doing that? This girl invited us to a party.
Yeah,
we're calling her Skeletor and pissing in closets.
That's kids. Dude.
That's mean as shit.
It's super mean.
Yeah,
people just did that kind of stuff. We had some kids bus these two gals, and one of them, she had, I guess, kind of like wide, kind of big nostrils like me, and this other one, she had like a lot of gums in her smile, and they used to call them, if you take nostril. And one of them they called Mr. Ed because she had longer gums. And Mr. Ed, if you said them backwards, it was Lurtzen and Derm. If you said them backwards.
Sure.
So everybody always be like, oh, look, it's Lurtzen and Derm all the time. It's just so dumb. But it was like, people would just say it so many times. Man.
Yeah. And then like those girls definitely couldn't put that together.
Never.
You know, so they're like, why are you calling us that?
Yeah.
That's not my name.
Yeah, it was just life, man.
Yeah.
God, it was fun, dude. Yeah, I remember we did a bunch of LSD and this lady got caged up, or not lady, but like someone that was the same age as us got caged up in this room. Not even caged up.
Up.
People said, hey, you're caged up in here. And then they were on so much acid, they just believed they were.
Sure. You know? Yeah. I'm like, you went to parties and people were in cages? Do we have to call someone?
No, meanwhile, you could get out whenever you
want.
want.
Yeah, it's just an unlocked door. Yeah, you're in a backyard. It's not even a room. You're like, there's no way you can escape. Looking back at the shit that we used to do, like, you know the movie Ma? Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah, I did. You know who was in that movie? Gianni Paolo, who used to work with us.
Oh, wow. So my buddy, Scotty Landis, wrote the movie.
Oh, wow.
And it's based on... I told him a story about my childhood, and he's like, oh, dude, I have a very similar story. And he was like, I bet a lot of people do. And then he wrote that movie, which essentially was this woman who used to buy us beer and shit. Yep. We'd go over to her apartment. She made us call her mom.
No.
Yeah, she'd be like, just call me mom. And you're like, huh? But you're like, she's buying you beer. So you're like, hey, mom.
Yeah.
Can I get a 18-pack of Busch Light? And she'd like make us, she would be like, well, you got to have a few here before you can leave. Oh. And so I remember just like, she had like this crazy like 4-foot zong.
Yeah.
So like, there was also this other adult man. Like these people were like adults and they're just like bong ripping with like 16-year-old kids. And I took enough bong rips that I turned like green.
Yeah.
And then I lay down in this bed, like fully zapped out of my head. And it was her like daughter's bed, her like little 13-year-old daughter. Oh. And she daughter wasn't there. I'm laying in the bed. She brings her daughter into the room. She goes, it's okay. Just crawl into bed with him.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. And I'm like so green and I can't move. And this fucking little girl crawls into bed with me. And meanwhile, I'm like 16 years old and I'm like, this is too weird. And then luckily my buddies like grabbed me and pulled me out of there. And I'm like, this is a fucking horror film, dude.
Yeah, because that is a horror film. That lady could be setting you up. Who even knows? Why is there people that are still living that much in the past where they are... Or what do you think that is? Like the mom that does that or the dad that... more of a mom. Is that more of a mom thing or a dad thing?
Well, it might be a dad thing, but then that dad is arrested pretty quick. I feel like dads get arrested for that shit pretty quickly. Moms are like, maybe she is just being a nice woman and, give him a benefit of the doubt. Guys immediately, I think they're like, he's a creep. He goes to prison. The fact that we were able to party at this woman's house and like, it was a strange thing.
Every town has a couple cool moms like that.
Yeah.
You know, and they're fucking cool, dude. And sometimes they drive a van. One of them, I remember, drove a van with like that swimming pool ladder on the back. Like, what the fuck was that?
I remember Why did you?
Yeah, every time you go up there, there's no pool up there.
There's not a pool. There's never been a pool up there.
Like, this is a fucking
the weight limit. It would, you couldn't put a pool up there.
This van's a liar.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I feel also vans. Where are vans?
Yeah,
vans up and disappeared, dude.
They were so good.
Well, my mom had a minivan that had like those twinkly lights.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not a fancy. It was not particularly fancy. It was called a Mark III. And it had like the little lights. You remember in the movie theaters?
That looks like it on the top left. Or that's a Mark II.
Yeah, that's a Mark II. Ours was the Mark
Oh, that's the Mark
III.
III.
Oh, yeah. So essentially this. And then dumb ladder. And then there was a little like 13-inch TV with a cassette. So we'd watch Half Baked in there.
Yeah.
You know, we would on road trips, I'd queue up some Forrest Gump, put that bitch on repeat, just run it right back.
Dude, I remember my mom got a Dodge Neon car, and we'd never had like a nice car before. And we went and my brother and I would go and sleep in it at night, and put the passenger seats down and the driver's seat down and sleep in there. It was so nice, dude. Pull it up.
A Dodge Neon?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, but that's not a van. That's just a car.
Oh, it was a van to us, man. It was fucking beautiful. It was so spacious. Because before that, she'd had a Ford Festiva.
Oh, yeah. You
ever seen those?
Yes. My mom they had a Buick.
That right there, the silver one. My mom had that, and she used to beat us. And I literally, that car ran by abuse.
Yeah, that's what it was powered
like
by.
My mom could play us like the drums. Like she would sit in the fucking driver's seat and literally like
and the roof would like start to droop on you. Yeah. Like the roof. That's what my mom's car, like it would like the roof no longer, the feltsness.
Oh yeah.
It no longer stuck to the ceiling and it would just start to droop down and you'd be in the back seat with like a roof like hanging like it's some swoopy bangs, but it's just the roof to the car.
Yeah, you'd be like, I hate you, Mom.
Yeah. God, get a car that I can see out of.
Dude, and that droop roof, because a lot of those vehicles had Bell's palsy, I think.
Yeah. That's kind of sad, a lot of those vehicles.
It was a different time. All right, we've reached that part of the show that nobody ever skips. And this time it's sponsored by Lucy Nicotine. That's right, Lucy's tobacco-free gum, pouches, and breakers are intelligent nicotine options for upstanding, responsible adults like yourself. If you want to use nicotine and use it responsibly, then Lucy is the way to do it. All their products have three things in common: no tobacco, powerful nicotine, and delicious flavors. If that's something you're craving, you're trying to change the way you consume nicotine, Lucy can help. Shipping is always free, and there's a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. They sent me a bunch of products, Lucy did, and I'm looking forward to checking some of them out. I know they have wonderful flavors like mint and mango, and people love both of those types. Visit lucy.co and use promo code Theo to get 20% off your first order. If you're in the mood for some nicotine, or you're trying to adjust the way you consume, or you're trying to wean off, Lucy could be a way to do that for you. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. That's right. This product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Visit lucy.co, use promo code Theo to get 20% off your first order. That's lucy.co, promo code THEO to receive 20% off, and always free shipping. You know what movie I saw the other day that I really liked was it was a Jim Carrey movie. It was called When He Owns the Theater, or he goes back and gets that movie theater, Majestic. You ever see that movie?
Oh, I did, but that's been so long.
It was
I feel like that's a good. I'd go back and like just do a deep dive on all Jim Carrey movies because he's the legend. I won my 5th grade talent show doing Jim Carrey impressions.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Can you still do any, you think, or no?
I mean, no, they weren't even good back then. It was just like somebody, it's just me doing Mask. Yeah.
It was good. Did you ever go to? Because you grew up in Omaha?
Yeah, I grew up in Waterloo, Iowa till I was 10, and then we moved to Omaha, and then till high school, and then after I graduated, I moved to LA.
Did you ever go to the Field of Dreams?
In Iowa, yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool, isn't it?
It's way cool, yeah. It's in like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's just like a baseball field.
Yeah, Dyersville it is. I love the Midwest. My mom went to school over there in Iowa, but Yeah, dude.
Where at?
She went to Colin College, I think.
Oh, okay.
There
real.
it is.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's cool when you go see it. It's cool.
Yeah, I like the Midwest. People like give it such a bad rap, but it's just people are so nice. It's like beautiful. Like Iowa's a very pretty state.
Oh, I love it.
Like rolling hills and just green, beautiful fields. Cornfields. It's cool.
Well, also like Purina dog brand was from. There's a lot of famous old brands that are from there, like
John Deere.
Yep. What else? Russell Stover, I think. Where's that from? God, imagine knowing him.
Russell? I'd love it.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh yeah, Kansas, right there.
Kansas City, Missouri. It's like it's like accepted as the Midwest, even though I feel like it's getting a little Wild West kind of.
It's a little bit. What I like about Kansas City is like that there was like a real mafia element.
Oh yes, because St. Louis has a mafia element.
Kansas City, there was like the Kansas City mob bosses, and like they wouldn't go west to there. Like so, the mob bosses would be in there, and they would control Vegas because they couldn't get any closer because the feds would come down on them.
Fuck, that's
at least
crazy.
That's what like Casino taught me, the movie.
Yeah, I believe a lot of that.
Yeah,
I believe a lot of that, man. Is there a movie that you've been thinking about? Like, so you have this one done. Is there like another movie that now you like? Do you have to wait to see how this one does to see if you get other opportunities? How does that kind of work in your business? Because you've had a good run. A lot of guys don't get some of the same opportunities,
For sure. Yeah, kind of. You always have to be thinking like, what's the next thing? But yes, I think this one. So I have a lot riding on this one. So they Netflix really wants it to do well. I really want it to do well, and I think if it does well, then Netflix will let me make it a handful more.
That's great.
Which would be great.
Yeah,
so
man, we'll make
watch
sure.
it July 7th.
We will.
Yeah, so but I have like the next couple ideas cooking right now. So as soon as the writers were on strike, so I can't go pitch a movie right now.
Yeah.
So like I have it ready to go, and then as soon as we are not striking any longer, I'll flop on into that movie studio and pitch my wares.
Do you pitch something before you write it?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it's you want to. It depends. Every project's like different, but sometimes if the idea is like too weird that you feel like the executive wouldn't be able to get it, then we wouldn't. We would just write it and then go sell it. But if it's like a hooky idea like this, The Outlaws, like when you understand the movie when I pitch it to you, so you're like, oh, I get it. You could just pitch that idea and they'll buy that idea, and then you're kind of on the track already.
Your show, The Gemstones, are you guys finished doing it, or you're just waiting to see if you can do it again?
I think we'll probably do it again. Danny's pretty confident. He wants to do another couple seasons of it. It's so fucking fun, dude.
Yeah.
And Danny McBride is like, like you said earlier, I'm just like so damn lucky to like that they allow me to keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
And
it's so ridiculous.
Danny McBride is like a true comedy hero of mine. Like, I remember when me and the Workaholics guys, like way before we got Workaholics, when we were still doing like internet sketch stuff, Durs came over, Anders Holm came over with a DVD. He like knew an agent that slipped him a DVD of The Foot Fist Way.
Yeah.
You ever see that movie?
So good.
So good, dude. And
so good.
Jody Hill directed it. Danny is the star of it.
And does Jody write on Gemstones?
Yeah, he directs a lot of the episodes.
Wow. What is he like?
He's the best, dude. He's just like the coolest. They're all just the coolest, nicest dudes. And I mean, you get along.
So fucking good, dude. When he's trying to break that, they fucking break that board.
Yeah, so funny. And we were writing sketches together, and we would write every Wednesday and try to shoot something every weekend. That was like our schedule. And so Durs comes over and he's like, "We're not gonna write anything. We're gonna watch this movie. I heard it's unbelievable." And we're like, "All right." And we watched it and we were like, "Holy shit." And then we watched it right back. We watched it 2 times in a row. And it was the first time that we were like, oh, we can, not that it wasn't great, because it was great, but it was like, they felt like we know those dudes. Like we can make movies like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
like Will Ferrell, since he does like these big characters and his movies are like big and broad.
Can't really do that.
Yeah, it felt like unobtainable.
Yeah.
And so it felt like, oh, we could make a movie like this. It feels like down and dirty, and like we could do this like with our friends. And then we started to, that sort of changed our idea of like what we were doing, because we were playing like more characters or doing like bits with our sketches, and then we were like, we should just play ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's sort of how Workaholics, like that was the start of like trying to do sketches where I'm Adam, but like an exaggerated version of myself, you know. And then Workaholics was kind of born out of
you guys being yourselves, just in an environment.
In an environment, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing that happened with me for podcasts. And I used to have a podcast with my friend Matt Weiss, and he works with TMZ. I think he still works with them. And we were interviewing celebrities and stuff, and talking about like celebrity stuff. He knew a lot about celebrity stuff. He really liked that world. And it was kind of a struggle for me because I didn't know that much about celebrities. And then I went on Joe Rogan's show, and I left out of there one day, and I was like, oh, I just need to be myself. I just need to be in a place where I can just talk.
Well, I think that's when comics really start to find their rhythm, right? Is when you get over that hump of like I feel like every comic starts this way, where they have their top 5 comics, and they try to be like a version of them.
Oh yeah.
Instead of just doing like what makes you funny.
Yeah. Who were some of yours early?
Of like the comics that
or that do you feel like you impersonated anybody a little bit? I know that I remember showing a tape to a guy one time. I was doing like a year, and he's like, "This is great if you're like a Mitch Hedberg impersonator." And I'm like, "Okay, very fair, very fair." Very
yeah, I bet I was doing like some Tosh, or like trying to be like Swartzen, or Jim Gaffigan was really big at that time, and I love how he like plays with the levels of his voice, which I still like to do. But
I can see that now. You say it a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm sure there was some of that. And then I think like when you start to find your voice is when you go like, yeah, obviously like Chris Farley's like an influence of mine, and Jack Black's an influence of mine, and Sandler. But like, what makes me me? And then from then, once I kind of committed to being myself, I feel like everything clicked into place.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was from watching Foot Fist Way and being like, oh, these guys are just, even though Danny isn't that guy, he's like doing a character, but it's like they're doing a character from a real place that they can access, and not, you don't have to, like, on your 30th movie is when you can stretch and try to be something that you aren't.
Right.
When you could be Tom Hanks. It's like Tom Hanks didn't start off doing like these
Polar
super
Express
dramatic,
or whatever.
Yeah, Polar Express, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating, man, that we all pick up pieces of other people. There's a famous book about that. I don't know if it's called Borrow, but there's a book about that we all like, especially I think in entertainment, you can't help but take influence from things. Like we just interviewed Ric Flair, and he talks, and his
I love Ric Flair.
Oh, it was unreal, dude. I mean, he is
Ric Flair will text me every year for my birthday. I'm like, this is the best. Like, no one, like my friends don't even do that shit. But Ric Flair's like, woo, happy birthday, Adam. I'm like, love it, dude.
Bro, it was so interesting. But his character, I guess, or some of his things that you know him from, they're amalgamation of other people, right?
Yeah.
And he says it's not any talking out of shop, and he kind of like fine-tuned them, you know? It's just interesting. That's how everything works, kind of.
Well, it's also like the generation of comics that you come up with. Like, if you're rolling with a crew, you all are like kind of taking from each other, like without even, it's like how groups of friends, when you guys are kids, how like that group of friends, they all have the same terminology.
Yeah.
They all have the same verbiage. Like they talk alike, they dress alike. And you just can't help but be like that.
Yeah.
That's just human nature. So like when people shit on me for, talking like this person or being like that person, I'm like, I'm friends with those guys. Like this is just how we talk.
Right. And some of it's paying homage to them in some type of a way, you know? It's like you're kind of, it's like you're...
As long as you're not stealing like their jokes or like fully like I bet you would be like, yo, Adam, what's with the mullet? If I like get your exact same hair and I start like doing like your type of material, you might be like, what the fuck, Devine?
Yeah.
But
and if you got held back in the 6th grade.
Yeah. If I demanded to be held back in the 6th grade to be more like you. Yeah. And they're like, but Adam, you can read and do basic math. And I'm like, fucking hold me back.
Hold me back so I can be a fucking king next year.
I'm trying to be the rat king.
Yeah, dude. Bro, it's crazy that people just let their kids go through all the great, like hold your kid back 1 year and make him a fucking legend,
Dude,
bro.
I remember
hold him back.
The kid that I was like my bully. It's funny. I've said on multiple podcasts that he was my bully. And then my aunt one Thanksgiving comes up to me and goes, Adam, can I talk to you? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she goes, do you remember Brian? I'm not going to say his last name. And I'm like, yeah, dude, that kid was my bully in elementary school. And she goes, he says that you were his bully and that you really picked on him when you were a kid. But this was the kid that he like failed a grade in like 4th grade or whatever and was held back. So he's like way bigger than me. He had like facial hair in the 4th grade. He was like, and he was
drawing it on, but he had it.
Yeah, he had it. And he kept picking on me. And I remember like my dad was like, is he bigger than you? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, then violence is your only key. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you have to strike first and strike often. And I'm like, this is some bad advice,
This is
Dad.
a foot fist way.
Yeah, totally. So like I like punched this kid in the face. Like he said some shit. I just like fucking whacked him and then would run away. Be like so where he could never strike back. I kicked him down a staircase once. Like so I was like a violent little kid. And in hindsight, I was this kid's bully. But from my point of view, he bullied me, and then my dad just gave me the go ahead to be a violent little fuck. And so I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't know, dude. I thought you were my bully, and I was trying to stand up for myself.
Yeah, we didn't know, Brian. Bullies are regular people.
I love that song, dude.
God, sometimes I see the bullies.
Yeah.
And I pray for them. Damn. Ugh.
We got to get you in a Pitch Perfect movie.
They don't make good music anymore,
Yeah,
huh?
shit.
How perfect are you guys going to make the pitch? That's what a lot of people are wondering.
Yeah, isn't it perfect enough?
I don't know. That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
It's like when Step It Up keeps coming out. People are like, how?
Yes, they're taking it up to the streets. Like we get it. How many places?
Amy
do you have to
Schumer always
step
used to say that. How much do we have to step it up?
Yes.
Yeah. How perfect is the pitch going to get? Do you think will it?
It's still getting, dude. I'm doing a spin-off show. I did. It's called Bumper in Berlin. Season 1 is already airing on Peacock. It was a fucking hit for them. And then, so I lived in Germany for like 4 months last year, and like just being a song and dance band in Germany, dude. There's me. That girl has horns on her head. Yeah, it's a wild show.
Interesting. Is Riff Raff in it?
No, dude. That sucks. You're right. I should put Riff in it. The pitch is still staying perfect, dude. I'm riding that one all the way home.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
what
fun.
an interesting. Just lived an interesting life, man. Because to go stay in Germany for 4 months is pretty. Did you have to work every single day, or did you actually have some free time?
Yeah, I worked a lot on that one because I was the lead of it, and it's like a song and dance show. So like I'm singing and dancing every goddamn episode. So like I have to on the weekends, it's like I have to go record songs and I have to like learn choreography and shit. And then, but it was a wild. Have you ever been to Germany?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have. My girlfriend. Somebody almost ran over my girlfriend with a bike over there.
Oh dang! Where at?
I don't know. It was by like this little. It was kind of like by a. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. I mean, I remember, but I don't remember enough to say anything else.
Yeah, I've been there. That is a dangerous intersection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dangerous intersection.
Yeah. So we were in Berlin, and awesome city, super fun, but like also like kind of cool in a weird way. Where like they have this club Bergheim, which is like the cool club where like everyone wears like leather dick pouches and shit. Yeah. And they have this guy that they call him the piss goblin, and he's like a 65-year-old man who's just like, and like you're supposed to just piss on him when you see him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
is he
like,
in a chair? Is he sitting down?
No, he'll just like, well, I didn't go to this club, but I've been told all about him, and then he'll just like go around the club, and yeah, that's it right there, the big square building, yeah. Oh, and then it's just a warehouse inside, and yeah, it's scary. It's like industrial type music, and then the piss goblin will like lay in the trough. You know how they have troughs at in shitty men's bathrooms?
Yeah.
And he'll just lay in there and be like,
and you can just splash him up.
You can just splash him up, apparently. Wow. Yeah.
Freaking put a batch on that dude.
So
man.
It was like COVID was just starting to like wind down at that point. And so all the clubs were closed. And then while I was there, they all opened. And we were getting sat at this nice restaurant, my wife, Chloe, and I. And the guy recognized me. He's talking to me, and he's like, how are you enjoying Germany? And I'm like, oh, we really like it. And he's like, have you been to some of the clubs? They're so fun and crazy. And we're like, oh, we haven't yet. I'm working a lot, so don't have time to go to the clubs. And he goes, oh, it's so fun. You have to make the time. There's awesome parties, the piss parties. And then he goes, okay, your table's ready. Just so quickly, the piss parties. Okay, table's ready. Sit down. Here's some charcuterie.
Yeah, dude. Here's some ginger soup.
Yeah, here's some ginger soup. Enjoy the piss party.
Well, dude, piss pigging is a big thing, I think, now. It used to, and even vegans are doing it. I think it's like piss pigging is, I guess, when there's like a fella at like a...
What's pigging? What's piss pigging?
Can you bring something up, Zach? You're leaving me on a branch here, brother. It's when people are drinking urine, I think, somewhere. Oh. And like, it's like rich. I don't know if it's rich people do it, but it's like piss pig.
Yeah, piss pig.
Well, let's don't look at porn. Don't look at porn, please.
But, I mean...
Well, it's hard not to look at porn with the piss pigging, because it's probably pretty synonymous with... It's like you look up butt fucking. You're going to see some butt fucking then,
dude.
Yeah, it's like you look up piss pig and you're going to see some piss pigs.
All right, whatever, man. Yeah. That's how you guys are going to be about it. I'm just looking for more of a technical site.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear the symphony. I just want to read the sheet music.
Yeah, I get it.
But I think it's people that will drink urine. So it's like at these high-end parties, I'm hearing you can go around and you pay somebody and then you just urinate into them. And it's like and people enjoy it, I guess. But that's something that's going on. But I think in Germany, things aren't as taboo to them. Is that what it felt like, or it's more taboo?
Well, I feel like in Berlin, especially, it's like the freakier you are, the cooler it is, and everyone's just very open minded.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was staying at the Soho House, right, in East Berlin, very nice hotel. They have this awesome rooftop bar that we would eat dinner up there a lot of times. And we were having drinks late one night, and it wasn't even that late. It was like 11 o'clock. But people they have dinner at like 11, and then they go to the clubs at like midnight 1, and then they stay there all night long. And there's full-on dudes in like leather straps with like their nipples like pierced, and then a chain connecting, then a chain going down to
I've seen that stuff.
And he's just full-on sitting there eating a full rotisserie chicken.
Oh yeah.
Just in that get up. I'm like, you don't see that in LA,
No, you don't see that.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, here we go. There's a social media community of people bathing in their urine for the sake of health. So you bathe in your own urine. I feel like
I'm going to say no to that.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a no too.
Highlights from the urine therapy. Whoa.
Okay, so this lady,
or also this could be that guy, Bill, what's his name that used to play for the Lakers?
Lambier?
Bill Walton?
Bill Walton.
Does he?
She looks like him a little.
Oh yeah, that's Bill Walton now.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. Who knows, bro?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
And no shade to Bill or Luke. I don't know. This could be AI.
Yeah, that's true. You can't trust anything anymore.
But dude, if somebody rolled up on you with, first of all,
also imagine, because that woman, it said 59 years old. She said she was. Imagine being, 59 this month. Imagine, because that could be your mom,
Yeah.
Imagine your mom has like a little health kick like moms sometimes do.
My mom has them all, yeah.
Yeah, where you're like, yeah, I got really into salads or whatever, and you're like, good for you. I like that for you. You know, try to live as long as you can. But then your mom like goes full on like I guzzle my own piss.
Oh.
That'd be a bummer. She's like trying to give you hugs and like little cheek smooches, you know, as moms do.
Yeah.
But she has like a breath of her own piss. That would suck. Dude. That'd be a real bummer.
That's that movie. Yeah, it's like the sequel to that movie Backdraft, kind of. But what about this brother right there soaking his feet in some urine and letting the dog lick him?
Oh, yeah. Well, this man should be arrested.
This
guy has to go right to prison. And that woman too. Mom, you got to go to jail.
Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Yeah,
wow.
Like I feel. Anyone else's month-old urine tastes exactly like beer? No, dude. Well, you're drinking for sure bad beer.
Yeah, that's a bad beer.
Yeah, that's bad, really bad beer. Like, you could just spend like $1 more and get beer that doesn't taste like month-old urine.
Yeah, non-piss, no piss in here.
But what if that's the like Bud Light's new slogan? They're trying to gain some drinkers back.
No piss in here, buddy. Is your wife an actress too?
She is, yeah.
She is, yeah. She's a very beautiful lady. You guys post a lot of pictures and do a lot of fun stuff together, it looks like.
We do. We tried to do a bunch of fun stuff.
Did you guys kind of fall in love? What was that like for you? Because you seem like you're in love, kind of. That's the vibe that I get from you.
Yeah, I hope when you marry someone, you're in love. That's the key to the whole thing, I think.
But some people don't put they don't.
Yeah, because they don't want to. Yeah, I'm like I feel, because we want to have kids and stuff, and some people, I have friends that they like don't put their kids on their social media. I think I'm just going to put my kids all over. I don't give a shit. I just like my life. Like, I'm a pretty open book. I'm like, yeah, this is my wife. These are my friends. This is my kid. Like, don't kidnap the kid, obviously. No. That's a prerequisite.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a definitely no, but it's like...
But even stalkers aren't that... Back in the day, I think a stalker would come to kids. Like, stalkers even nowadays are kind
People don't give a shit about me.
They're
that's what's cool about comedians. Is like, there's no one really cares.
That's a good point, huh?
Like, it's like when people see you at the Starbucks. Or see me. They're just like, oh, shit, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You want some extra pumps of sugar-free vanilla?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I get, Or like, yo, this one's on the house. I'm like, no, dude, I can pay for the coffee. And they're like, I got you.
Yeah.
That's the level of stalker that I have, just like a cool guy who's a barista.
But then when that dude shows up later in your living room and he's like, this one's on the house.
Yes, you owe me for that cold brew.
Bro, that would almost be a crazy movie of like a unique stalker that like just shows like
who just wants to brew me espressos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gives you one free thing and you don't even want it. And then he holds that against you forever. That sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, where you're like, I didn't even want the egg white and ham sandwich that you made me get. It's like, I actually had breakfast, homie. I didn't even want this, but all right.
I had a woman hit me after a show once, stop me after a show one time and ask her if I was leaving subliminal messages in podcasts to her. And that was kind of crazy. And she was extremely serious. She was extremely serious.
That's scary.
It was way scary.
But you were, right?
What I said was, I haven't been, but I will.
But you're going to start, yes. 3 M&Ms. 3 M&Ms. Whatever that means to her. Yeah, I had one time, and this was really early on. Nothing this weird has happened since, but this girl brought me a bunch of cupcakes to a show. And this was like right when Workaholics was taking off. And I'm like, this is the best. I get baked goods now. I'm at baked good level. And so I was living with Blake at a time. We had just rented this like cool house in the Hollywood Hills. And I come back and I'm like, yo, dude, I got these cupcakes. Like, I'm at baked goods level. And I like bit into a cupcake. It was the first cupcake I bit into. Chunk of her hair, dude. Like a full-on tendril.
Ooh, like a lock?
Like a lock. Like she cut off a little chunk, baked it into a cupcake.
It's so...
How fucking weird is that, dude?
I mean...
What is she getting out of that? And then now I'm like, well, now I can't. That sucks. Because I want to be able to eat baked goods from fans. I want to be able to accept...
That's Polish romance, I think, dude.
The delicious, treats that are given to me, but now you can't. You never know.
God, that's wild to have somebody's hair in there.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was like, I'd rather have hair than just like they just a ton of fentanyl or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's for sure better, but still
They
weird.
had our Taco Bell in our town was famous. Somebody had been doing like duty in the meat or whatever whenever it first opened up. And I know this, people say this is an old wives' tale.
Dude, your
but this
town-
is a true story.
Oh, okay.
And they had, and I know people say this happened in our town, whatever. They shut our Taco Bell down for 2 months, bro. And people were losing their fucking minds. People were getting divorces outside of it. People were throwing bricks through the window. People were writing.
Well, so people were, because I think the old wives' tale was like they used like dog meat or something, and you're like, what? No, but I love a cheesy gordita crunch. How could they do this? But then that wasn't like a real thing. So people were literally like a guy who was working
They busted
there.
a guy doing duty in the meat, and you can look it up too, I think, buddy. But this was, in my town, I don't think anybody's gonna frown at half a pound of raw Bichon or something. You know what I'm saying? But I think somebody goes and feces up a meat. You know, somebody goes and feces up a one of those. You know, what are they called?
Crunchwrap Supremes or whatever.
Yeah. But that really happened in our town, you know, and it's unfortunate that kind of stuff happened. But
That sucks.
Can you find it? It may be on a Reddit.
I think I found the article. It's just loading.
I feel
From 1997.
It's an old article, bro.
Good
but
year.
Can't believe it happened. Dude, I remember one night I got out of my buddy's piss van with the sunglasses. I was so high, they woke me up because we stopped at Taco Bell. And I got out and I went to live with this other family in high school, and I get out and they were there. And I was like, you ever be so high and you see some people, you're like, I'm not supposed to see these people when I'm high.
Oh, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
It's
the
the
worst.
worst.
That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst.
God, it was the worst, man.
Dude,
I
the
was
worst
like, what's
is-
up? I like said what, like it's some insane vocal
like,
level.
Ah! And they're like, hey, Theo, good to see you. It's lasagna tonight. Good, love lasagna. Yeah, my agents called me the other week. They called me like at 8:00 at night.
Ooh,
and I had,
that's
like,
alarming.
I like smoked weed, and then they called right then, and then it's like the whole team, and I like just changed agencies, and they're just wanting to talk to me about stuff and like career stuff. Man, I just talked for like 12 minutes straight. Didn't let them get a word in. It's just me like saying words that I don't know even the meaning of. I'm just saying shit, dude.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I like called my manager. I'm like, was I just saying a bunch of words? He's like, yeah, dude, you were making all so I'm like, fuck. Don't call me at 8. Like that's an afternoon.
It's outside of sober hours for sure.
I might have just smoked a joint, in which case I'm gonna be spinning my wheels in the mud.
Yeah.
In the vocabulary mud.
Oh yeah, I think especially if agents, they deserve to hear something from you every now and then. Even if you call them like, hey, listen to me read a little bit of this stuff that I wrote, and you just read like the first chapter of like Scarlet Letter to them. You know?
Yeah. They would love that. They would love you using their time like that.
Yeah. They'll stay on the phone. If
They
you're,
would. They
if
would
you're
have-
doing well enough,
Yeah,
they'll stay on the fucking phone.
They
though.
will. Yeah, they'll stay on there and be like, "Wow, that's interesting." Wow, good stuff. And this is because are you gonna write a book? I know a lot of comics are writing books.
Yeah, I thought about it. I've written a bunch over the years. I've written a lot. I've probably written half of a book for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes.
I'd read your book. I bet you got so many tales from.
Thanks, man.
From your youth.
Well,
I
we
feel
grew up
like
in a
I'd like
unique
to-
area, man. Ian Somerhalder was from our town. You ever met him?
Show me him. His name is so familiar.
God, he was handsome, brother.
Really?
Nobody'd ever seen it.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I know this guy. This guy was in Vampire Diaries with my girl Nina Dobrev.
I mean, if you're able to be, I mean, he could be man or woman.
Yeah,
Like
you know
somebody
when
like
you're
him.
so hot,
Yeah.
you could be either. Like that's when you are at the peak level. Like Brad Pitt, put long hair, give him tits. That's a beautiful woman.
He's at least an 8 as a woman. This
Yeah.
guy though has that.
Yeah, you might be right. He's got more.
Maybe not. I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of woman you're into.
That's a sexy lady.
Yeah, but I mean, he was like they had the most. He was like the most handsome
So
they could get.
Is he like a right around your age? So you like knew this guy?
He was maybe a little bit older than me, but
So
we
he
heard
was
about him.
Yeah, he was so hot. He went to another school, and you're like, word is that there's just like a hot boy in another school.
Here's what he would do though. This is the biggest flex ever. He would come to school the first day of school. And then go back to like being like a model or superhero. So he would just come the first day so all the chicks could see him.
Yeah.
Like, there he is. There he is. And meanwhile, us regular dudes, we got on everything we could.
Yeah.
We put cologne in a couple of choice spots.
You're just reeking of cool water cologne.
Oh, we'd fucking done it all. We used an annual mouthwash. We'd done it all. We were ready.
You got your, what were the like cool jeans? Like Jabot?
Probably some Jabots maybe, or... Duckhead, maybe something like, you know, you'd had something fucking decent.
Our shit was American Eagle dungarees.
Ooh.
Where it had like a little thing to like put your hammer.
Oh, yeah. That was the best, dude.
like you always just had a hammer ready to go. Yeah. Never used it. Never needed a hammer.
But then you bring a hammer and hit somebody with it, and you're the bad guy.
Suddenly you have to go to in-school detention. Yeah. Suddenly you're the criminal. Yeah, those are the sick jeans that...
yeah,
$28.
That's fair.
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable price. Yeah. I don't know why my mom was being such a goddamn... bitch about buying me these jeans. They're $28, lady. And that was in what, 98, 99? Like that was, I feel like
those are good, man.
They were probably $11 then, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're 28 now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other big clothes was popular then, probably.
Oh, dude, for me it was a lot of no fear. You didn't want to have any fear.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted people to know from like across the room that you do not possess any fear.
Yeah.
None.
Oh, if you had a fucking ounce of fear in you.
Yeah, you better not have any fear. And you want everyone to know that you have none. Absolutely none.
Remember the eyes? Remember that little eyes thing? Every fucktard had that.
Oh, yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Remember that
And then Massimo was another big one.
Massimo was big, bro.
Yeah,
Massimo.
dude. I feel like you might have had some money if you rocked a Massimo shirt.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't. My family wouldn't hook me up with a Massimo. They had one that was like, it was like they made it hard to see. It said Massimo, but then like
the way
it was like blurred vision.
Yeah,
yeah.
They had I remember some. I would always end up living with buddies, and so I would use their shit, you know?
Oh, so you kind of had a revolving closet.
A little bit, dude, but I would always be like, oh, man, I can't find your shirt, but then I'd have to wear I'd be at school with them. They'd be like, oh, this is fucking...
You're like, I was really looking for that shirt. Have you seen it, Theo? And you're like, no, haven't.
I'd wear my backpack on the front in the hall so they couldn't say fucking just the dumbest, dude.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
so did you go through any like phases? You know, like
yes, bro. I went through.
Did you go through like a goth phase?
Yes.
Oh, I love that for you, dude.
Dude, I went through it and we had the boot, like the kind of like what were those shoes? Dr. Martin.
Oh yeah, Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some of them.
So we had those.
It made you a little taller. That was big for me. I was always kind of the short kid, so I was like, it leveled me up a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, for you, I could see that. I was afraid of heights. I didn't love having them on.
Yeah,
but
you can't fall from such great heights. All 4 feet 11 inches to tumble to the ground.
But I remember those. I remember like the hemp necklaces that had like the little silver balls in the hemp. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I was at home making them. I'd go home. I figured out how to make them. I'd go home and make them. I like not do my homework and just make hemp necklaces. Listen to Bush Razor Blade Suitcase on my CD disc changer. And just fucking.
I don't think
my mom was thinking I was just in there just inhaling weed smoke, but like I didn't even smoke. I was just like all about like hacky sacking and making hemp necklaces.
Dude, hacky sack was so much fun, bro.
Oh, dude, I was pretty. Dude, you know,
stall it on your back.
Yes. You stall here, and then you flick it.
Yeah.
And you always have to look around as if like, can you believe I fucking caught it right here? Ladies.
And by
What's up,
ladies, it
girl?
was just like some long-haired dude that you
Yeah,
knew.
yeah. Or it's just like one girl was just like a mouthful of bracelets. Just like, wow, Adam, that's really cool.
Yeah, bro. There was nothing better and worse than the hacky sack circle. There was always like two kids that didn't even know how to speak, I feel like, in it.
Yeah, and then there were lights out. Yeah, they're
It was
just,
like the kid's like,
or it's just like the nerdy kid who like never played any sports, and then he just appears in the hacky sack circle, and you're like, whoa, hey Brian, what's up, dog? You want to play? And he's like, oh sure. And then he's just a phenom, dude.
oh.
You know he's Pele with it. He's got his foot skills on point.
Oh. We had a kid, this real pasty kid. I mean, he was just, God, I don't know if he had any blood in him, you know?
Yeah.
He was so white.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you wanted to see color in his skin, you had to squeeze the blood up to one side of
So
him.
you would do that often. You always wanted to see blood.
But he broke out and did Michael Jackson one time in the cafeteria and shocked the world.
Oh my God. That was my favorite. Seeing like the kid who like never talked, and then like during the talent show, he like is setting up his drum kit, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This kid. And
Randall has drums?
Yeah, Randall has drums, and then he's like, oh, this is just a little something that I like to do when I'm at home, and everyone's like, okay, Randall, let's see this, and then he's just fucking Lars with it. He's Travis Barker on that bitch, just beating them skins.
Oh, he'd play the national anthem?
Oh, shit. And you just start saluting. He's not even playing the national anthem. You're just saluting him. Yeah. Suddenly he just levels up.
Oh. Yeah, it was fun.
And
the
that
talent
kid
show was a crazy
Ian
chance.
Somerhalder.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just shows up, sets up his drum kit, fucking wails. Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. Keep the drum kit. I'm going to go be a model.
God, dude. And we're all fucking jealous. And it was the worst, though, because he came and it was like, he just set the bar for what none of us could be, handsome-wise, to the girls, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just fucking
There was a kid in my high school, Mike McCoy.
He's handsome?
Super cool looking. Would hang out with like college kids when we were freshmen in high school. How, dude? How
did he do it?
How did he do it? He could dunk a basketball in 8th grade.
No.
Yeah. Just the coolest. I remember one time me and my homie, Nick Hoagie, were walking through. I flipped some kids off because I was a bad boy.
Oh, yeah.
And these kids were going to just beat my ass. And they were older. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And my homie Nick Hoagie was a big kid. So we we try to get over this fence. I hop over the fence. He couldn't get over the fence. And I'm like, so I had to hop back over the fence. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to let him get his ass kicked. It'll be solidarity, you know?
Oh, wow.
And so I hop back over and I'm like, all right. And these kids are like, you better be careful who you're flipping off. And I'm like, yeah, I know. We're going to get our asses kicked. And then I just hear, nah, through the masses. And then the fucking crew parts. And Mike McCoy comes through and he's like, nah, they're cool. And these older kids, Mike's our age.
Yeah.
And these older kids are like, you sure, Mike? And he's like, yeah, they're cool. Be careful who you're flipping off. You better not do this shit ever again. And we're like, oh, wow. I'm like, how cool is that?
Damn, he stood up for you.
Standing up for us. And then they listened to him. That's cool.
That's
What's
a
up, Mike?
flex,
How's it
dude.
going, man? Good to
Hey, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Thanks for being that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a good
'cause
guy.
There's ways that people can use their cool that they don't realize sometimes, I think.
Yeah,
you know?
he was just always a leader of men. And then he ended up he's in the military in a badass fashion somehow. I don't exactly know what he's doing, but like there's photos of him like jumping out of helicopters holding assault rifles.
Yeah.
Like cool shit.
Right.
You know. So
we had this kid named Nathaniel, and he told everybody like he was an undercover cop or something, and he wasn't, and a bunch of people beat the shit out of him.
different story. Yeah, but yeah.
Different story, but he had like a fake bat. Like he one day pulled out. He's like, "Yeah, well, I got a surprise for you guys. I'm a fucking undercover cop."
Is
like,
it?
"Fuck you, Nathaniel." And they
Yeah,
just
fuck
beat
you.
him.
This is a 21 Jump Street, bitch. You're not an undercover. I've known you since the 4th grade. You're not an undercover cop.
Yeah, dude, you just failed spelling, dude. You're not a fucking
Yeah,
undercover cop.
Yeah, spell officer, motherfucker. You can't. There's no Q in it, you dumb fuck.
Oh, it was fun, man. Yeah. Do you think about having children? Do you guys have a plan for it, or once you get married, do you have to make a plan to have children, or how does that kind of? Do you have to? I guess you have to talk about it with your spouse.
You do. There is a conversation, and then it's like getting off of the birth control, and that takes like a few months to get out of your system.
Oh.
And then it's then it's game on.
You got a plan, huh? But then even
but
women,
also like I'm like there can't be too much of a plan because like it's life, baby.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen, and then you just have to. Then you're gonna have like a homie that you like have to take care of. Yeah. Which is, because I'm 39 years old now, and like to go this long without having to take care of a little homie is, because I've like a lot of my friends, they had kids, like Blake and Anders had kids almost a decade ago now.
No
So
way.
they already have like true little people that they take care of that are like
buddies
playing sports.
Wow.
Do
you feel behind the curve?
Nah, because I mean, like, I feel like I also have a whole other group of friends that haven't yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and work sometimes keeps you busy,
Yeah, for me, I was like, I wanted to be set up enough that when I do have kids, like I don't have to feel like I know what I can pass on and what. There was a point where I was like, I have to be on the road all the time. I have to be I have to have a TV show. I have to have a stand-up show. I have to do all these things to get to the place that I want to be. And then now I'm like, okay, like I could set up a movie and I'm confident enough that I'll get another opportunity to come. I don't have to jump on everything. So there will be, so I'll have more time to be a good dad because, that's pretty important.
Oh, I think it's going to be key probably.
Yeah.
Was there, yeah, I guess it is nice to be able to say, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. And feel like it used to be like you would think like, oh, if I don't do that, someone else is going to do that. And then I would have lost out on that opportunity.
Right.
When now it's like, it's fine. Someone else can do it.
Right.
It's just not, it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Or I want to have the summer to do XYZ. Like that is more important than this right now.
Yeah.
And I think like just career-wise right now, I feel like I'm in a place where like I can pick and choose a little more than I used to be able to.
Congrats, man. It's real cool.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, you too, I bet it's the same with the podcast world that you've built. It's nice to. Yeah. I remember when it was taken off for you and I saw you at the in the hallway of the Improv, and I remember being like, just knowing that your stand-up was really taking off. And I was like, is it your Netflix special? Like, did your special come out and like kind of blew you up? Because I think I was gearing up to do my Netflix special. Mm-hmm. And you were like, no, it was really the podcast. The podcast is what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's sick. Like, I'd seen all you guys, you and, Segura and...
Yeah, it's a whole world.
Yeah.
It's interesting to have a whole world, Mm-hmm. And I think, it's like... It's interesting to have so many different people in here it's interesting that it almost gave everybody else a different Hollywood, or a lot of people a different type of Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
We just kind of get to communicate, to sit and chat with people too, and catch up.
That's
fun.
fun.
I talk to some of my heroes.
Yeah, it's fun to be able to, what I think is cool about podcasts is it's like, it just gives people an opportunity to go like, I wonder what my favorite comics, how they are when they're not, are they funny just off the cuff, or do they have to like write everything down? It just gives them a opportunity to peek behind the curtain of like what is kind of like to sit in the back of a comedy club with comedian peers.
Yeah.
And it's not like we would sit down and have like an hour-long conversation in the back of a comedy club because you got to do your set, but it's like it gives people a little peek.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to hear. I like listening to some pods, and I'm like, oh wow, this is good. I mean, it's nice to be able to talk about things. It's nice to be able to see where somebody's career is at, how some things have kind of happened for them. People's lives get so busy too. I've started to realize that sometimes when I sit down with someone to podcast, it may be the only time I'm going to get to talk to them for a while.
Yeah.
So to make sort of really try and make the time have some value, not only to the listeners, but just like between me and them.
What's like there's like some meme going around of like, I don't know, of like showing like kids playing, and then it's like at some point you're going to go out and play with your friends, and that'll be the last time you played with your friends in your childhood. And you're like, oh yeah. And it's sort of the same with like comics, where we all kind of were in the same circles when we were starting out at the Comedy Store, at the Improv, the Laugh Factory, wherever. And you just see the same people over and over and over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden something happens in someone's career and it takes them this way or that way. And then you no longer see those people, because it's probably been years since I've seen you.
Yeah.
So like it's cool for the podcast world to be able to sit down with people that you respect and like, and have conversations with them.
Yeah.
And get to catch up with people that you always liked, even if you only ever saw them for 15 minutes in the back of comedy clubs once a week.
Yeah. I don't know what to say after that. Zach, do we have any other good news? Was there anything else that we were looking at in the news that was interesting?
Yeah, well, so it looks, they just tweeted this photo last night of Elon Musk is training for his fight with Mark Zuckerberg. I guess with Lex Friedman.
That's awesome that he's training. I love it, and I really want to see this fight because it will be entertaining regardless of how good of a fight it is. I thought I read something about how Elon Musk's mom doesn't want him to fight and came out and said like the fight is canceled.
Wow.
But maybe that's fake news. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know these days what is news, what is being used as like a ploy to push something. I think that they'll encourage this match, Maye Musk.
Okay.
Wow. Well, I think she must know that Elon, I think they say that Zuckerberg can actually compete.
Mark Zuckerberg, he's a lot younger than Elon, right?
He's only 5'7". Now, Elon's 5'10" or 11. I don't know the weight difference, but if you have a guy that's really strong, that's small, I think he's going to defeat a guy that's weaker, that's big.
Well, and also, Elon isn't known for being like a fighter at all, and I feel like Mark trains.
He trains, right? He trains.
He's like in the Jeff Bezos camp of like he got rich and then now he just eats space food and treats his body like a temple. Right?
Yeah, I mean, Mark hasn't blinked probably since 91 or 92.
Yeah, I think he had the surgery.
yeah. I mean, you can see that he's writing an algorithm with his fucking eyes, bro.
Yeah, dude. He is human AI right there.
It totally is. There's no doubt about it. He very much has an AI look. And Elon looks, I think Elon, I don't know how Elon wins, but if Elon is low key, I mean, he doesn't even look like he's holding his boxing gloves correctly. If you look at the boxing gloves picture.
Yeah, that chin is way out there, buddy.
Yeah, that's a great point, even just right there.
Yeah. And also the age difference, that is something.
Oh, that'll wear you. Oh, yeah, your gas tank will be bad. But Elon has a gas, he can stay up all night and tweet. I mean, the guy will tweet it freaking.
Yeah. You're right. He's got gas in the tank, so maybe. I'm excited to see it. He's also a lot heavier.
It's true.
So, it's
a good point.
You just lay on top of him, you might win.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I think it's just getting interesting in the world. This is the type of stuff you're starting to see. And we talked about this years ago about everything becoming WWE, everything becoming matches. It's like you have, Jake Paul and Nate Diaz are going to fight. You have potentially, I mean, this has potential. Like Dana White wouldn't waste his time on communicating with these guys.
No, I mean, I want to see it. Like it is weird. It sort of feels like Hunger Games or some shit. Like, where like they used to make movies where like in a world where the two richest men in the world just duke it out, it feels fake, and it's so weird now that like if me and you wanted to just fight, we could fight and then we could like be at Staples Center fighting. When it used to be like you used to have to be a fighter. You would like have to go through training for it. It'd just be like me and you were like similarly built. It'd be like, Theo's got the reach, but Adam could get inside. then
we could be at least on an undercard.
Yeah, we could be on an undercard.
We could be on an undercard for probably like, maybe who else could go? Who else would be on that card? I'd like to see Josh Duhamel against somebody.
I could. He's a big man too. He's
Big
got
guy.
that long reach.
Big.
Him versus Dak Shepard.
Ooh,
fucking, that's a bangerang right there.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, we're the undercard. People are trickling in for us.
Yeah, they're trickling in.
Yeah, they're trickling in. They're like still getting their drinks and their foot-long Dodger dog.
Yeah, somebody's explaining to his wife who we are.
It's like, yeah. Showing clips. Yeah. She's like, oh, I saw Bumper from Pitch Perfect is fighting the podcaster guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Honey, it's going to get better, honey. Yeah. It's going to get better. Yeah.
Better.
Babe,
the fight will get better.
Yeah.
It's just me and you just dancing around each other. Yeah. Neither of us really wants to throw a punch. Yeah.
You break into, I hit you once, you break into song.
Yeah, I do I spin off.
And then who else is on that card? Who's under us? You said Bangarang. What if you went like old school, like a Rufio type of like versus Emmanuel Lewis, maybe?
Is Emmanuel Lewis dead?
But hey,
Don't want to put that out there if he's not.
Hey,
sorry.
Whoever brought Pink's mom to the show though can throw him on stage.
Yeah,
that's his promoter.
Yeah,
so
no, 52. Oh, no, 52. All right.
Versus Rufio. So if you had them two, and we need a good female bout on the card too.
Yes, absolutely. Jane Lynch, Amy Schumer.
Ooh, I like that.
That's fun. Jane's a little older, but she's a tall woman.
She's longer.
She's longer,
and she looks like she could go through a fucking
she could run through a wall. That lady.
Oh, she looks like a wind chime that'll beat the fuck out of some music.
That is exactly what she looks like. That was a perfect description of Jane Lynch.
That'd be fun, man. What else? Anything else, Zach? Or do you think we covered a lot of neat stuff?
Did we cover neat stuff, Zach?
Yeah, I think we covered some neat stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Learned about piss pigs. That was informative.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, we couldn't really look it up because it is pretty pornographic.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the blockers too on my phone and computer. But the movie is July 7th.
That's right, July 7th, The Outlaws.
We want to go watch it. And what do consumers need to think about when they go watch stuff, like, and how it affects what other movies are going to be created? Because I feel like that's starting to become like, it's always been a thing. But with only so many comedies being created last year, man, that's unbelievable.
It sucks, dude. It sucks. And luckily, like, Netflix is one of the places that is just willing to roll the dice a little more than other places because it matters so much less. Like The Machine and Sebastian's movie about my father, I think. The fact that they put both of those movies out on the same weekend, I'm like, that fucking sucks. Because, like, you're putting out 6 movies all year long, and then you put 2 of them out on the same weekend. And so, like, if you were going to go see a comedy, you had to choose between these 2. And then when those movies only make $8 million or whatever opening weekend, well, you're like, well, if it was only the one movie,
maybe could have made 14.
Could have made, 15, 16. And then that's a healthy amount for it to make. But,
right.
Yeah. So, support. If you like comedies, support comedies. Watch it. Tell your friends to watch it. And then we'll have the opportunity to make more of them. And it used to be, people are like, well, if you made better comedies, then, and it's like, sure. But it's hard to make a movie, first of all.
It's really hard.
And secondly, there used to be like 40 shots at making a good comedy. And then maybe 2 or 3 of them were a classic comedy. And you're like, well, that old school, and it came out, and you're like, well, there was 28 other movies that weren't old school that came out that year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the more opportunities we have to make classic comedies, the more we'll be able to nail it. But I do think Outlaws has the potential to be one of those type of movies. So I'm really proud of it.
Do you think of do you start to think of creating a movie entirely of your own, like, or partnering with somebody and using your own, like, and doing it direct to consumer? Does that ever start to become a discussable model? Maybe not in your space. I mean, you're kind of a
just because it's the movies I want to make are usually like action comedies, and they are
you need money.
I need money. Like, I don't have $30 million of my own money to invest in the movie.
Right.
So you got to
need
a
a
partner.
studio. You need a big deal.
Yeah, and you need a partner. And then also like it costs a lot to promote a movie too. Like that's where people forget, like buying TV commercials to play during basketball games and like things that people are actually watching live. That costs a fortune.
Yeah.
And to put billboards up and to have, radio commercials and like to get the word out there. Like I don't have that infrastructure. So like Workaholics movie, we were going to do a Workaholics movie and we were 5 weeks out from shooting.
You'd already written it.
Already written it. We're in pre-production, had offices, we're building sets, had the whole cast and crew coming back. We're going to shoot it here in LA.
Wow.
And then at the top of this year, Paramount Plus said it didn't, and they like went off on like, the holiday break. And when they came back, they were like, you know what? We have a new global agenda and we don't feel that Workaholics fits the global agenda. And they pulled the plug from us.
No way.
And everyone's like, just make the movie on your own. And it was like, we don't have that much money to, we're not billionaires. We don't have that kind of coin. So like now it's just, and they own the rights to it too. So we couldn't even anyways. So yeah, we just, all that work for nothing.
That just goes to show you how hard it is, why people don't. I can't imagine that movie. I can't imagine that not getting made. I can't imagine if you're going to find a brand that people love.
Yeah.
That they would not think that would have an audience.
It was so heartbreaking because it was, I did get to write a really funny press release though about just I said butthurt like 15 times in how butthurt I am that they pulled the plug, which it was funny to see like on Variety and the Hollywood Reporter saying Adam Devine says he's very butthurt that the Paramount Plus canceled the Workaholics movie, but they like were gassing us up. They're like, this is the home for Workaholics. We want to build out the Workaholics universe.
Yeah.
And they're like, we want to do like a spin-off show that you guys executive produce. Maybe we do an animated project. We'll do the movie. Like we want your brand of comedy to live on Paramount Plus. And we're like, thank God. Like we have a home base that we could just go to. We can make all of our stuff there. We can
people love it.
We could keep the Workaholics family alive. Like so many friends and people that worked on the show that would like that was going to be their opportunity, and then they just pulled the rug out from us. So
God,
super butthurt about it. But
anything else, Zach? Anything? That's unreal, man.
Yeah,
it just shows you how hard it is to get something past. It's like, do people not? It's almost like if it doesn't have global power, if they don't think it can sell, if it can sell tickets to everywhere.
Well, see, that was what was weird is like I've been in the Amazon jungle. I've been up the Amazon, and we stayed in a little hut. And the guy who was like in charge of feeding us, his teenage son knew Workaholics.
Oh yeah,
was a fan. I've been in Germany. Just like walking along the fucking Berlin Wall and people are stopping me saying they love Workaholics. I'm like, it was pretty global.
Yeah.
Like as far as, kind of a cult comedy show goes, I'm like, it wasn't like it wasn't like $100 million Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I feel like they're really trying to figure out what they're doing over there at Paramount Plus, and they have not fully figured it out.
It feels so weird to know how people who are making the choices don't have a real understanding of what's going on or what the zeitgeist of people think is funny is.
Yeah, well, I think it was like it because Comedy Central hit and it was people of a certain age, right, that really loved it. That they were like just got out of college or were still in high school or like maybe even a little bit older than that. That were like, oh yeah, that was just like me when I was in college, or kids that were younger that were like, oh wow, that seems crazy.
Yeah.
Like when I have my first jobs, I hope me and my friends still live with each other and party.
Fuck yeah, boy.
And party all the time. And then I think like they're like people who had kids that were the right age know about Workaholics because they're like, oh, my teenage sons loved Workaholics. And I think it was just like the generation, the guys that are in charge now didn't have, their kids were too young. Don't know. So they didn't know.
Fuck.
And I think it was just, we missed that window, I think.
What a fuck.
That's all right. Things are going well.
Yeah, things are going well, right?
Yeah.
But it is interesting to hear about that. Dude, the other night after a show, this Mexican kid, this guy at the show, he's a Mexican guy. He comes up and he's like, this is the craziest request I ever got. He goes, hey, bro, can you make a video for my cousin Oscar? And I was like, yeah, man. What do you want me to say? And he's like, he got possessed by ghosts. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
And he was not joking, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he got possessed by ghosts, man. So just fucking tell him something positive.
So just try to exorcise his demons.
Yeah, I was like, Oscar, homie, we miss you, homie. That's what I fucking told him.
We miss you. Come back to the light.
I didn't know what to say, bro. But that was probably one of the craziest requests that I've gotten from somebody.
That's so funny.
Oh, dude, in Germany one time, we're biking on the thing. We're biking somewhere. Some guy's in a park, had a wiener on him. I mean, a real fucking, like a Datsun. You know what I'm saying? He had that thing would go get the paper.
Yeah, the long, thick.
Yeah. He really had fucking, I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was swinging it like a rope in the fucking park.
As you have to. If you got a thing like that, you got to swing it.
That's true, huh?
Yeah. And it's also Germany. They don't even care. That's just an afternoon there.
Right. We were shocked. Other people were literally splitting up a, maybe a little, cutting up a kiwi right next to it and having like a little lunch.
Yeah. It's fine. That's just an afternoon for them.
Yeah. Just a German afternoon, brother.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Adam Devine, thank you, brother.
Thanks, Theo. Good to see you, dude.
You too, man.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be